UGLY, you ain't got no alibi. You're just ugly. UGLY. Oh, no, not you guys. No, I'm talking about these discs. These discs are so ugly. These discs are so ugly. They give Freddy Krueger nightmares. These discs are so ugly. The Terminator said, "Never mind, I won't be back." They're so ugly. When the Kool-Aid Man broke through the wall, he said, "Oh no." They're ugly.
LaserDisc Wolfpack.
What's going on, everybody? This is the LaserDisc Wolfpack THX-CAV Special Limited Edition Podcast. I am your host, Culturedog Sam Hatch, and we're going to talk about some ugly stuff this week. We talked about nice-looking LaserDiscs a little too much already, so it's time to dial it down a bit. I'm going to pass the mic along to the man who once broke into the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum and replaced all of the fine art with shelf-worn Cynthia Rothrock LD jackets, Ryan Cushing.
Man, that would cost a fortune. I'm willing to do it, though. Tonight's podcast is brought to you by Black Arts, Black IPA.
Ooh, a cult.
Yeah. I'm going to pass it off to Haller.
All right, so Sam, I want you to edit. Well, first of all, I want you to buy a broken CED player, put some explosives in it, blow it up from the inside out, and then rotoscope animate me coming out of it so that I can say that I've broken free from Selectivision prison to join you all tonight from the chilly basement that I live in and existed in Rochester, New York. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm sponsored by Walmart Great Value brand hot cocoa with marshmallows, because if I didn't, I would become an icicle over the course of the recording.
It's great. They wouldn't lie.
I'm going to throw it off to I don't know,
Maxeene.
Luke.
We did not set it up.
Maxeene.
Going to Max.
Max, yeah. Sorry, Max.
Maxeene, the LaserDisc Queen, coming at you from not so sunny Southern California, where it's currently dark out. And it's 68 degrees.
Excellent.
Your weekly weather update. I'm brought to you by Arrowhead Water. Water of champions.
Nice.
I will pass it to Luke.
Hello. Thank you for coming to this podcast that we do. It is a great pleasure to be here. That's it. I got nothing. Who
are you sponsored by?
Your mom and these nuts.
They go so well together.
God, I had a student today, and I was trying to get her to divide a number, and it was like 2,000 by 6,000, and I go, "What'd you get?" And she looked at me and she goes, "These nuts." I looked at her.
Then you looked at her and you gave her diploma, and you're like,
"Well, I looked at her.
Graduated."
And I said, "I'm gonna come over there, and if your calculator actually says these nuts, I will jump out the rescue window and get us all, save us all the trouble." To which she then gave me the correct answer and said, "You should just jump out anyways."
A calculator says boobies if you turn it upside down. So.
Well, she continued to say "these nuts" several times over the course of the class whenever I asked her for an answer. So, legend, true legend.
Excellent.
So your students respect you as much as we do.
We don't have time for me to explain how that "these nuts" thing was actually a sign of endearment.
All right. Let's keep it going. We don't want more
childhood trauma.
All right. Hopefully my internet is going to keep me from being Robot Man. We'll see. If I sound like cool and robotic, then I did that on purpose. Anyways, we're going to talk about some fugly, nasty LaserDisc jacket art. And the last time we did all these sweet looking nice discs, we did 3 US discs, 3 Japanese discs. We're going to do the same thing again, or 3 non-US discs if you want to show some Indonesian nightmares or something like that. But I wanted to pick, again, things that I had gotten over the past year or so. So that way I could keep it fresh. And in case you're like one of the 2 people out there that watched the old LaserDisc Disco Tech podcast thing there, I didn't want to use the same shite. So, all right, here we go. Before the internet goblins get me. All right, so shout out to Altman. My first shitty disc is really not that bad. Like, I mean, it's laid out with some straight bars, but we're going Predator 2 because that is some lame ass. There's no Predator on there. It's a foggy LA skyline. Like, you could just open your blinds and see this in the morning. Doesn't tell you anything, but this is like a teaser poster to be like, ooh, next year the Predator's coming, you know. And I think even in the poster, like there was like a Predator in the clouds or something. But for this, nope, it's just a smoggy city. That's it. That's all you got. I mean, the back jacket's okay. There's a Predator there, but
Yeah,
we were saying Japanese disc has like that on it, and then there's another Japanese disc that's just like all sorts of crazy nonsense. But yeah, so I mean, it's not bad color wise. Like, it's got the green and the, you know, the hues are kind of cool, but fuck
not
that
giving
cover.
you anything.
Yeah. All right. The next one is an OMD. I hate these MGM musicals. It's just a whole bunch of nothing, and then a tiny like
space.
family portrait. Yeah, and then a tiny fucking graphic for the showboat.
Like a beta cover.
You can't enlarge in that a little, like anything. Make this, and like, no, like this doesn't scream like fun and rollicking adventure. It's just like, nope, that's just like their family portrait that they took.
Where's the boat?
There's no boat. Just that little word. That's it.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Very tiny.
No boat. Yeah, so screw that. There's also like an Anchors Away that's similar to this, and yeah, no, get out of here. All right. My third US is probably pretty cool. Puppetoon movie. I mean, everyone loves Image, except, you know, their graphics suck because it's just the VHS artwork with the stupid drawing of the LaserDisc anyways. But I mean, that's old too. But I mean, this makes me not want to watch it because, I mean, it's George Pal. He's cool. I love Gumby. I love Pokey. But what's this stoned tuba? And there's like a piece of shit.
The tuba?
I don't know, but he's definitely on drugs. And there's like a dinosaur that's like actually made out of human feces.
Yeah.
Somebody's like molded a Mr. Hanky dinosaur. And there's like a bunch of music notes and some weird ass creepy stuff there. But like that stone tuba looks at me and I'm like, I don't ever want to see this, even though Gumby and Pokey are in it. So
wow.
There you go. George Pal's cool. He's done some cool stuff, but
yeah.
I don't want to watch that. All right. Are we doing Japanese discs?
Yeah.
All right.
All
right.
Yours quick before your internet fucks up.
I know. All right. I'm taking this out because the sleeve kind of ruins the effect. All right. Nothing too major. This sucks because the Obi's not on it, but the one I really wanted to do is Breakdown. The Japanese cover of Breakdown is horrible, but this one's got some of it too. Where like the guy, you can't really see it, it's kind of blurry, but the guy just like went nuts with the blur effect in Photoshop and is like, Steven Seagal's blurry because he's moving so fast. And
so
like
fast, photo isn't even in focus. If
you look at it quick, it just looks like the train like has a giant Steven Seagal head and like
I'd watch that.
Yeah. It's just crap. And it's like, I got lo-fi camera action going here, but it's like the quality of the image is pretty bad. But my other least favorite thing on the back is they're like, you know, Japanese discs are cool because they like just take random still images. Doesn't matter if it's an important person in the movie or not. But this one, they're like, someone just took a bunch of shots of Steven Seagal on burst mode. You're like, fuck it, put all of them on there. It's like, he's doing this, he's doing this, he's doing this. Like what the hell is that? So anyway, sorry, Steven. And it doesn't have the Obi, so that's why it's bad. All right. Next up, this is just layout. There's a bunch of these things. What the hell? You got Lita Ford going on. You put a tiny little copy of the VHS tape there. No, you can't just zoom that in and go like all Lita. You got to have this like goofy spider web thing going on there. It's like that definitely needs to take up 75% of the jacket. Lita, yeah, give her showboat level, and then on the back, like even smaller kind of block there.
It's such a cop out. Wow.
It's like a cassette tape.
It is. Screw this jacket. All right.
He's blown up cassette art.
All right. And then finally, I don't know, this actually looks kind of fun, but it does have some gold embossing, but there's a whole series of these movies. It wins points for the gold and the obi being that kind of vellum paper. But this is some TV movie. It looks like it's a flag of some like African nation no one's ever heard of. And then you just go in, there's just like, I don't know, this guy's like face is kind of like pixelated and cheesy. This giant woman, it looks like she's a giant, like walking next to this car. Like, so I don't know, maybe someone gave her growth hormone. And then, this random dude on the phone, but it's way worse in person. Trust me, than it looks okay from a distance, but
I've seen that one online and I'm like, what is that? And then I look it up and I'm like, I'm disappointed every time.
And you can't see it too. This image is really, really low resolution. Like it looks fine on my junky potato camera, but it's like super pixelated and crappy. It's like, what the hell? But yeah, there's like 3 or 4 of these things, but yeah, it's cheese. So there you go. That's my third one.
Love it.
Let's send it on to Ryan.
These are some good picks.
All right,
Thanks.
here we go. So my first one is just one of these shitty Criterion covers.
Yeah.
What's going on? It looks like he's choking her.
Yes.
Is that what the movie's about? Like,
Oh, no.
I don't even know. And then
Where's the
I'm
steps?
met with a wall of text and him holding her, but also kind of menacingly. I have no idea what's going on.
You ever watch that movie?
No, why would I? It looks
Watch that
boring.
fucking movie. That movie's a classic. Watch
Is
that
there
fucking
fire
movie.
on the cover?
Sure.
No, there's not.
Nope, there is. I put it on there just for you.
Well, if you find me the fire variant, Luke, that's 39A3.
God damn it! No.
Yeah, send me that
Yeah.
image, Chris, and I'll put that
39
overlay.
AF.
I will make that image.
Okay, good.
So the next one is this,
Oh,
the
God.
natural,
Don't
and
you?
it's got he lived a dream that wouldn't die. What the fuck is this about? If you don't know, like I know what it's about. Don't get me wrong.
No,
So,
that's a straight up romance. There's no adventure or
baseball?
sports.
Is there
Definitely
baseball
no
in this?
sports.
Is this
No.
a baseball
There's
movie?
no
I can't fucking
baseball in
tell.
this movie.
He's
What am
a
I-
Guess
ghost,
what? I
and
get to the back and like there's a guy behind the net. Which you can assume is a baseball net. Chick in the stands and him in front of a fucking cornfield. Is this like a Field of Dreams ripoff? Like
yeah,
what
he's
is
a
going on?
ghost. They had a
clear
relationship, and he's
he's-
dead, and he's coming back like ghost style.
Oh,
But
see, I
it's
was thinking
not-
that he
And
was a
again,
natural
wall of
at laying
text.
pipe.
Is there baseball in this movie? I don't know.
No, definitely not.
There's no baseball. This is blowing my mind.
I guess
All right,
that
and
pays
this
into
one.
the whole the
This
natural.
is a definite
Oh.
favorite.
Whoa.
Yeah.
American
yeah.
anthem.
All
So
right.
you've got this is a Mitch Gaylord vehicle, which you don't know who Mitch Gaylord is. You might have in the 80s. Sam, in the 80s, did people know who Mitch Gaylord was?
I mean, we were talking about him at school at lunch break all the time. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure. So you got like shirtless dude, American
Yes.
anthem, and shirtless dude kissing a chick. So
Fuck.
no idea what's going on.
It's a hard
But
rock
you look
movie
at the
right
back, and you realize that Mitch Gaylord is an Olympic gold medalist. Because when I think of actors, I'm like, you know what? Let's start looking in the Olympics. That's where the actors are.
there. My
But
God.
we find out it's a gymnastics film, which is
So 80s.
yeah.
Nice.
Look at the wait a minute. The front cover image is teeny tiny on the back too for no reason.
Well, why would you not use the image?
Why?
Here's the best part. I've got a bonus follow-up for that. This
Oh
is
my
like
God.
3A. Oh look, Mitch
God.
Gaylord, shirtless, but they spiced him up with a gun and a suave haircut.
Explosion.
Yeah. So
He looks so unsure of himself in
Yeah.
that photograph. He's like,
This isn't
So-
gymnastics anymore now, is it?
so they're
Am I
like,
in the right place?
really trying to sell the shirtless Mitch Gaylord from the 80s. I
Wow.
don't know. Maybe that was a big thing.
This girl, was she even looking at him? It looked like she was
No.
looking at like a phone or something, like to the side of it. She's like
Yeah.
reading something
She's
on
like,
his back.
she's maybe like smelling his musk.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
that, she's got her lines on the back of the
Yeah.
jacket.
But like, kudos.
What's my
'cause
next
you've got
line?
Mitch staring at Mitch, both into the random abyss. So
Wow.
Mitch Gaylord was made for covers, I guess.
Oh my god.
Now, going to Japan, like, I looked and, like, I've got a lot of cool ones. So I looked for ones that I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So start
Perfect.
here.
Oh yes,
Period.
What is the title? Can anyone read what this says?
it's
Program.
Ravager.
It is Ravager, but, like,
Yes.
it's so poorly designed that you have to, like, stare or squint at it to actually read the text.
Yeah, it looks more like Rounders or
Again,
What?
It
than
looks like it
Ravager.
inspired the Dune font.
thankfully they
Oh,
made it
thanks.
slightly
Yes.
better
Wow.
to read, but still terrible on the back. But
And teeny little images.
Yeah,
What-
yeah.
What's even happening?
this is terrible. So
Get out your magnifying glass.
Yes.
yep.
You tell
And
us.
this one I'm gonna take the obi off just to get the full effect of the cover.
Oh,
I'll show the
alright.
obi, but it's Mean Guns.
What?
Like,
okay.
we have this image, we want to use it, but we don't want to use anything else. Let's stretch the fuck out of it. Like, what the hell? The obi
Nice.
kind of matches, but it, like, also is not quite
Covering
a
a
match
photo
for the
with
color.
paint.
So
Yep.
it's just bad. And then the back is, something. There's at least some action down here, but
Oh yeah,
you just have like a chick against a pole with like an explosion or something behind her. I don't know. She's like,
just chilling.
just like terrible stretching. And it's like, yep, that'll sell.
That does not
We'll
give
buy
me
it.
anything about the film. Perfect.
And then this one,
Wow. Oh wow.
Angel. And if you know anything about Angel, this scene tells me absolutely nothing. Like, and that's how they're gonna lure you in. Big red text and like some red-ish tinted photo.
Pioneer too. I feel real sad for them. Why'd they do that?
And then on the back, we've got a musical number, which doesn't help tell the story of Angel. And I have no idea, So again, this makes no sense for the movie at all.
Nice.
Like, I don't know. So those are my three. Haller, what do you got?
All right. I'm gonna try not to talk too much about these. First one, Henry V.
Ah, nice.
You can't really tell because my camera and the zoom quality is, but every single one of these photos is either out of focus or incredibly low resolution. It looks like the focus ring is just slightly out of focus. He looks so soft and gross. And the guys down here look like they were composed in like they were composited using like paint for Windows 95 in like
Nice.
16-bit color. It's fucking disgusting. And, on the back you got a couple of shots. I would say it does a better job of telling you what the movie's going to be about than say Angel does.
Yeah.
But like,
Is that
like,
the
it's
same
just-
picture on the back as it is on the front?
Wait, no.
oh my god, they even
Put it
they even
again.
just they even
Just make it smaller. Just make it smaller in case you forgot about it when you flipped it
In
over.
case you
Wait,
forgot.
what's inside the gatefold though? Is
Oh,
it just
boy.
more?
It's the same picture.
No,
Is it a get?
gatefold's quite nice,
Decent.
but like, how do you get this in a zoom camera shot? Jesus Christ!
But if
Yeah,
you're
I
buying
know.
it new, you're like, what's this about? You're not opening the gatefold.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pull another one. It was really easy to find U.S. covers. Very difficult for me to find Japanese covers. I'm gonna say over here. Dark
Oh
City
no!
sucks
Ooh.
in terms of its cover art. And I'm going to say that as someone who, this was literally the first thing I'd ever seen of Dark City. I'd never heard of the movie. I have no idea what it's about. You've got 4 random headshots, and it says it's from the or is it the director? I can't read back.
The director,
The director of The Crow,
Yep.
which is the movie that is famous for the death of Brandon Lee. I'm surprised they would lead with that as the tagline for the movie.
People like The Crow.
It was a huge
Crow was
hit.
awesome.
That was a huge hit.
I don't know. I
It doesn't say from the director who killed Brandon Lee.
I know, but I
I'd
see.
buy that.
I didn't see The Crow when The Crow was exciting. I watched it. And I was like, oh man, the guy died. Oof.
Yeah.
I mean, the back, it's a little mystic. You got just like a dude's head composited behind 3 random shots from the movie. And I'm not saying Dark City's a bad movie. Dark City rocks, but this cover doesn't do
Okay.
anything for me at all. I have no
A motion
idea
blur.
what this is about. Yeah,
Yeah.
but if I turn my head fast, I get motion blur too. That doesn't mean I want to buy my own head.
No, I wasn't saying that as a good thing. I was saying,
Yeah, it's not great.
I'm with you.
And
That's
then-
a good one. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have to throw some hate on the Rolling Thunder
No,
jacket for Chungking Express.
I hate that fucking movie.
Uh,
So, okay, you do whatever you want.
Yeah, Chungking Express is a favorite in art film circuits these days.
It's trash. It's trash.
Wong Kar-wai is he's the fucking man to these guys. But this cover is a goddamn design nightmare. It's like they took one of those like children's block like big flat block puzzle pieces and just like spread them out in a random array. There's no like symmetry. There's no
Have you seen
rhyme
the
or
movie?
reason.
It kind of goes with the movie.
I watched the first side of the Japanese release like 5 years ago. Does it go with the movie? Am I just hating?
No.
terrible.
I'm being joke. It kind of does. The movie is just a fucking mess. In my I don't like the movie.
Yeah.
And it's kind of just pieces. I can kind of see what they were going for, but no, I'm with you.
Yeah,
It's pretty shitty.
I mean, the Japanese artwork for this is phenomenal in comparison.
What I'm trying to remember. What does it look?
I'll dig it out
I
later.
don't want to say Sam put it up because we did that.
I'll
last
put it up. I'll
time.
put it up.
Oh, okay.
It's too late. It's already
and
there.
then the back,
It has her sitting on the
got-
bed or
you-
something,
you,
right?
You got
Yes.
lady, and then just the biggest essay I've ever seen, like printed
What
on
do
the
you
back.
nerds have
And it's
against
like-
reading?
Yeah.
Well, it's not so much reading; it's trying to read this in anything but the brightest light. Like
Never
you
mind.
got
That's hard to read.
You've got kind of not like piercing dark text, but you've got
Yeah.
dark text on a bright blue background.
You just made
And
me.
so-
I'm gonna switch one of mine. Okay, keep talking.
And so just like you know, if this was 1998 or whatever when this disc came out, and you know, Chungking Express didn't get a wide release, and this was how you decided to sell it to me, by basically lecturing to me about it on the back of a sleeve, I wouldn't do it.
I don't know. Back in the day, I would be at Best Buy just looking at the back of these DVDs, reading like, do I want to? And you're basically wanting to buy something you've never seen before,
See,
or maybe heard before, and like, oh, maybe okay, this just sounds pretty cool.
and see, maybe that's the thing, is that I'm approaching this from the present, looking back. You know, I bought my first LaserDisc in 2010. I missed that whole era.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna move on to my Japanese discs because y'all know I have a mouth and I could just talk for fucking ever.
Yes, we do.
But
Um,
Luke's wrong, because if the cover blows, the movie's gonna blow. I grew up in the rental era too, and the cover
Well-
blows, the movie blows. You don't even
No,
think
no,
you're
I'm
next,
talking about
because
yeah,
there's
of course.
60 more things to look at that look cooler.
Of course, but if it catches my eye, if I see the cover, I like it. Well, I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to flip it on the back, read what's about. And so back then, they just kind of pumped it full of what as much as they could to grab you. I don't know. Sam, back me up. Come on.
All right.
Sam.
No, I mean I will, but yeah, we want to do
I'm
this before.
gonna
the end of
drop
the
in
night.
here with an absolute just disaster of a cover. The full screen pressing of Escape from New York. I guess in this version of the movie, the Statue of Liberty has come to attack New York, and they're running in terror from its dislodged head.
That's one of my favorite just shooting randomly at nothing shots too.
Yeah,
Adrian, is
like-
it Adrian Barbeau or is it him that's shooting?
Yeah, I have no idea. It's so low resolution and
Yeah.
soft. Like even looking at it, there's no fine detail. There's no facial features.
You can't even tell who's in the movie. They're so
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can read it in the font down here, but like again, you've got this tiny box. You got a white with a soft edge between a full black background, and then just a weird thing. Like, I don't like Escape from LA, but man, you look at the American cover for Escape from LA, and it's like, holy fuck, you know exactly what you're getting into. Bright fire behind Kurt Russell. Come on. And then the back, it's like, yeah, you get a little bit of a better sense of what the movie's about. But like, you know, if you're flipping through, you've got a 13 by 13 space to sell me on Escape from New York, and this doesn't do it.
That layout
You know?
sucks. The Blade Runner US disc, the first one is like that too, except it has like a little goofy like circle stamp in the corner too to
Yeah,
make it look
it's-
even
it's-
worse.
It's not good. it doesn't tell me what the movie's about. Obviously, Escape from New York is a stone cold killer of a movie, but the artwork just is not. Let's see, what else do I have? What's over here? It was a lot harder to pull Japanese discs because, you know, you can't just like go out on Craigslist and get a huge box of Japanese discs in Rochester, New York.
Fair enough.
The complete, the lovely Japanese cover for Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me fucking sucks. I'm sorry. You've got some lazily, it's like under and overexposed at the same time picture of these guys with a box of just some dude. I know, you know, I've seen the movie.
Yep.
Like it's relevant, but it's like they're just standing in front of his picture, and then you've got Laura Palmer's head just encased in ice against the red curtain. It looks like a bad, like, it's not good. I don't like it.
I've always, David Bowie gets to me. I'm like, he's in that movie for all of less than 5 minutes. And they're like, hey, David Bowie's in this movie. Hey.
And it very much looks like the three of these guys are photographed together. And then David Bowie is photographed in a completely different environment.
Oh, he 100% is.
Yeah. And it's just like, what does this tell you about the movie? I know Twin Peaks kind of sells itself at this point in life, but like, what is this trying to say? I got nothing. And then the back is one of the most sparsely designed pieces of art I've ever seen on a cover. It's literally like just another shot of Laura Palmer just stuck on top of the empty red room. What's happening here? Why is there so much dead space?
She's like a piece of gum stuck on the floor.
like
that gum you're chewing is going out.
Exactly, it's Laura Palmer gum.
just like, come on, you got all this space. Again, you have a 13 by 13 canvas. Do something with it. That was the biggest problem I had with Japanese covers. And then I'm gonna pick. I think this is the worst cover ever. The worst cover of all time.
Stretch phenomenon.
It's one of the most bland photos of John Travolta.
It's
ever.
not Matrix 4.
He calling his shot? Is that what's going on there?
Yeah.
I've never seen Phenomenon outside of 20 minutes on cable.
I won't spoil it then.
Someday I will watch it in DTS, but this one looks like John Travolta's like, I see you over there hiding behind the couch. You better get up before I count to 3. I'm gonna come get you.
That's exactly what it is. How'd you guess?
Yeah, it's perfect.
And there's baseball.
That's the phenomenon. You can see people behind the
phenomenon is he's just like I see you over there.
Wait. Is that where he's Saint Michael, or is it? That's another movie. There are 2 movies that I get confused. This one,
that's Michael.
No idea.
Anyway, I don't
know. The back cover's fine. Again, this kind of does something with its space. Actually, the back covers, I don't know. I would say it's a pleasing set of compositions.
It's the best back cover ever.
Yeah, it's just like
It could use another tiny picture of the front cover image on the back. That would make it perfect.
You know, is this disc in widescreen? I don't know. I'll never know.
I see a letterboxed image there.
Yes.
This little
and then
graphic.
I got like Paris, Texas down here, Street Fighter the movie, a couple others. But
what Paris, Texas? Let me see that. What do you got? Fuck it.
Honorable mention.
Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right.
Terrible Paris, Texas cover. What the fuck is this about?
It's a huge woman erupting from the sand in the desert.
Have you seen that movie?
Texas desert?
Oh yeah, Paris, Texas is an incredible movie. I love this movie.
Yeah. You know what? I agree.
And then just like the back is just like, you know, it's like a nice collage. It's like somebody, you know, in their high school art class laid out some nice stills and said, all right, we got it in the letter image space. Just print that with some text, baby.
That's like 98% of Japanese back jackets.
Yeah.
They were rushed. Okay, they had other things to do. You know,
No, they didn't. It was the 90s. What else were they gonna do? Wait for their TV programs to start?
Listen, it took like 10 minutes to add each image to that.
Yeah,
wait for the computer to render.
Overtime.
Listen, that one is a late 80s disc, I'm pretty sure. Late 80s, early
20
90s. There
minutes.
was no
It's
rendering.
harder.
I'm gonna start everything I say with listen. Okay, listen.
Yeah, just give me a hard lecturing tone the whole night. All right, I'm passing off to Max.
All right. I'm feeling, at first I was like, maybe I didn't get the assignment here, but now I'm like, you know what? Maybe I did.
All right. Let's see what you
So
got.
I'll start out. Okay. I'll go decent to worst. Okay.
Okay.
So this is decent, but it terrifies me. This
So
is
bad.
terrifying.
Yeah, that's gross.
And that's
Why
the
did
only
we
lenticular cover, right?
Him. Why would they waste this on this? And then just like only this, like we don't have the budget, guys.
No, VHS size only.
Is that the same insert as the VHS? Like, did they just stick it on the
that'd
I
be
video?
funny.
swear
That'd be
they
great.
might have.
It probably was.
They rounded off the corners and called that a day. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
the back, equally as creepy.
Oof. Yeah.
This is
Ugh.
me. The only reason why
Ugh.
it's in my collection is because it's the only lenticular one and it's a novelty. But I
Yeah.
do not want to look at this child.
They were stingy on the stars too. Like we could only have like 20 stars at maximum.
We don't have more than 20 stars in book. So here's what we got.
Oh, that's way better. Yeah.
It's way
Oh,
better, right?
That whale is creeping me out.
Yeah.
This whole movie is probably terrifying. I mean, just look at this. Is that not
Ooh.
Nightmare
Oh,
Fuel?
No.
So like no. Not having it. All right. Next in line here. Could we have gone a little bit better?
What is that?
I mean,
from,
we
Repo
got a-
Man? What's going
We
on?
got a quote at best.
All right.
Just
It's
excellent.
excellent.
But like the back is not any better. We don't know who's instructing this. At least with
Yeah.
the rainbow covers, you get a nice little circular photo of the people. You
Dude
know
with the
who's-
tie,
You know, you get their name underneath. You get a
Yeah.
little maybe credentials of some sort.
Professor
Yeah.
so and so. Yep.
You have no idea. Basic Spanish by video,
Well,
and it's by
basic,
video.
not
It's not even by
advanced.
LaserDisc.
Yeah, it's generic, not basic.
It's generic,
It's beyond basic.
and it's like
Wow.
they went with straight FBI on there. I don't think I've ever
Yeah.
seen FBI.
It
on
went strong with that.
Be
They were
careful.
like-
be careful.
That was a big bootleg market. Spanish video learning discs. Oof.
Okay,
Shut it down.
here's my number one. I'm telling you, there is something on here.
Is that a
White
test
Album?
disc?
It's not.
The Beatles White Album? Yeah.
It's freaking a Mitsubishi.
Oh,
Like,
Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Who would
Is it?
even care?
Is it? What's
It's
it
a-
called?
Bossed.
Yeah.
Then the back.
That's kind of
Yeah.
cool. That's artsy, right? No?
Yeah,
But
that's
this
like
is
niche
promotional.
stuff.
Who can even tell what they're promoting? This is
Yeah, it would
but
get lost in a pile of test discs.
there's literally nothing on the spine. This is This is horrible to me.
Yeah, that's
Like, did they even go? They went
What-
they went so freaking low
Mhm.
budget here.
yeah.
How
Well,
did you even find that when you were looking for it?
I actually had to search because I have so many Pioneer ones, but at least
Yep.
they say Pioneer.
Something
I
to
was
go
like-
by.
There's nothing. We got nothing. All we get is this little embossed
Huh.
Mitsubishi.
yeah, it might have been budget reasons, you know.
I don't know.
They went
I
to the
just-
trouble to emboss it though.
That's what I
yeah,
mean. Like,
yeah,
that's
what
not
confused me.
that's not cheap to emboss something, but they could have at least like freaking put a little slab of paint, like just make it black at least. Like it's
Right.
invisible. Okay.
All right.
That one really made me upset. So for Japanese, no
Oh,
idea.
nice.
Mm.
Birdie.
Absolutely no idea what
Oh,
is
I
happening.
do not like that. Wait, it's a okay.
He's pooping.
I mean, I don't know what this movie is about. I don't even know what it's called.
It's Birdie.
It's
Birdie.
okay. There
It's
we go.
got music
Now
by
we know.
Peter Gabriel. So if you like Peter Gabriel, you might want to watch it.
This
Or
is
Nicolas
this
Cage.
is wait a minute. Who is in this? Is this is Nicolas Cage in this movie?
Yeah.
This is
And,
Birdie.
oh
and the
my
other
god.
dude, Matthew. Oh, what the hell's his last name there?
This is so strange.
Yeah.
I actually literally did not know that this
Yeah,
was-
they're like best friends. I don't know. It might be, what is it, like wartime? And like, I don't know. The one guy snaps and he like thinks he's a bird, basically.
this is freaking me. I have not seen that.
Yeah,
I
this
am
is-
I'm really
So-
shook by the fact that this is what this is, because this would absolutely not tell me that that's what this is about.
Matthew Modine, I think, is the other guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I too have the complaint. Of
Oh,
trying-
you got it.
I need
Eat
it.
those jackets.
And then what is this? There's no, is there winter? Where is the winter? Where's the killing?
It's behind him in
Yeah.
bright white.
And
There's-
then sleeping guy or dead guy,
We don't know.
Yeah.
Falling guy?
falling guy. Could be.
We don't know. Just, I mean, why is it so small? Why is it happening? Like, what is that? Who did that?
And you
then
got the
weird
seal
thing
of
is that
approval there on the
Yeah,
right,
right.
upper right.
Because we needed to
that-
know.
Mine that looks like that is from a completely different video company
Yeah.
than yours is.
It's
Yours
just-
is an embassy one, right? Like the hip.
like,
Bro,
what?
there was just like one guy who was like, "This is the way, guys.
This is the
This is
one.
how we're gonna sell them."
Yep.
White
Yeah.
with a soft fade into black.
I think Embassy
the
did
way.
the Blade Runner one too. That's also sucks.
Yeah, he's falling. This is a man trying to catch
Oh
him.
man, he tried, but he
He
couldn't.
tried. He's a slow fall. All right. Now we have, I'll take the Obi off so we can get full effect.
Ah,
The collage of strange collage choices.
Oh,
same
boy.
dude in two images, right?
Yeah, probably same chick too, but we
Yep.
don't really know that. Why is she
Actually,
like
yeah.
on his leg?
Ugh.
Why is it cowboys? Does this help any? We don't know.
No, they're,
She just looks like she's
embracing
having lots
it.
of issues the whole movie.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
look sad. There's nothing
This
good in that
looks-
movie.
No, this looks like a terrible film.
Yeah.
This does not make, I mean, the neon is the best thing in this whole cover.
Yeah.
There's not like,
They should just enlarge that one shot and
yeah.
use that.
But what is this going on?
Yeah, I can guess, but I'm not going to.
This is so strange.
Different podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different podcast. Yep. So I was
Like it.
in those. That was my snack there.
Excellent. I
All
think
right,
it's Luke's turn.
good
Yeah, I
picks,
think so.
everybody. Good picks, everybody. Okay,
Alright.
so you guys had good ones. Like honestly, those are some pretty bad ones. So I'm gonna be honest. I get rid of a lot of discs that I don't want, which includes bad cover discs. I
Yeah.
mean,
I hear that.
yeah. So a lot of these, most of these are movies that I like, but just have confusing covers, like covers that don't really sell you correctly on the movie. Anyway, first one I have is Danger Diabolic.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I love this movie, but this one is so interesting to me because these two look like they're wax figures.
Yeah, I always thought they were actual action figures,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so weird.
like Mego figures or
Yeah.
something.
It's funny. I kind of like it, but I
Yeah.
get why you wouldn't.
A lot of these are, I kind of half like, half hate.
It looks like one of those. They did a lot of like cheap kind of late '90s. Like there's a bunch of Jackie Chan like lazy ass graphic discs that look a lot like that too. Like
Yeah.
Interesting. They do not look like real people to me. I mean,
No.
look
Yeah.
at her face.
No, they're straight androids.
Yeah.
I mean, but he's holding a gun, so that was a
Yeah.
something.
That was the passer for me. Yeah.
All right. Next one is going to be like a humble flex, like Cushing does.
Look,
Just,
Eggman's looks bad.
Humble flex. Oh, woo, just pick this one up out of nowhere. No big deal.
Yeah.
So this one is all about the quote for me, which
Yeah.
says, better than Dazed and Confused. Right?
Sets your expectations up high.
It's
Yeah,
real high.
I've been looking at this
Real
cover
phone high.
since 1994 when it came out, and I saw it on VHS, and it's like, oh, it's just better than Dazed and Confused. It must be really good.
Yeah.
It's not better than Dazed and Confused at all. Yeah. I mean, whatever.
It's got
I hear
its
you.
moments, but
Well,
That jacket makes me not want to watch the film, which is the opposite effect that it's supposed to have.
Yeah. And this movie is so dumb. Like it's set in the 70s, but you can't really tell kind of
It's the
thing.
90s.
Yeah.
And no budget probably. So
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next one. This I was just thinking about this when one of you was talking, and I did not want to show a Criterion, but this is the worst. Anyway, Hidden Fortress. The thing about this, of course, is the font.
Hmm.
Okay, this was like right when computers. Hey, everybody, we got these fonts on our computers. Let's do something cool. Okay, let's do that. And then so it's all this, and then the back with the large.
Ooh.
It's all in that font.
Wow. That's
yes.
no, it's
Jesus
not all in that
Christ.
font.
It is all in that
Oh
font.
my lord. How dare they?
And it's just like
That was
ridiculous.
a choice.
They should have used papyrus, obviously.
That is terrible.
It's bad.
Wow. At least they used the whole jacket image for once. That was
Yeah.
nice.
Well, this is a late one. This is
Yeah.
232. Like the first 100 or so, probably.
Was the tiny image.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Series.
All right. So that's there you go. My American releases, everybody. Yay. Okay. Next one. No, I got a few more. Hold on there.
All right.
Slick. Bring me back. Okay. Yeah. This is Japanese ones. All these ones, these are all cheats. I kind of half love them, half hate them.
All right.
I don't know. This one, come on. Dead Ringers. Okay. This is a great scene where they're in all red doing the surgery, but I either love it or hate it. I haven't decided,
It's pretty random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just one of them.
Like one of the guards from Star Trek or
Yeah.
Star Wars.
So the Imperial Guard.
Yeah, the Imperial Guard, but he has glasses on.
Yeah.
Randomly, like, what?
But the whole point of this movie is that they're twins. Like the original title for this movie was going to be Twins, but Cronenberg
It
gave
was.
it to he let whatever have it. So I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't really speak to the thematic
I don't-
concept.
I don't necessarily know what's happening from that
Right.
image.
This one, okay. Here's the Hong Kong release of Brain Dead.
Wow.
Right. It might be.
Wow.
It's pretty busy. Like it's pretty busy. You've got the nurse, and you got the baby. And you
Wow.
got craziness going on. And you got some things. I mean, again, I'm not sure if I love it or hate it.
That's like a back jacket
That's a
kind
Right.
of layout.
But here's the back jacket.
Whoa. It's just two back jackets.
Yeah, it's just too.
And again, it doesn't. So yes, this movie does get really crazy, but at the beginning, it's very kind of humble, and it's set in New Zealand. Like these early Peter Jackson movies, legit made me want to like move to New Zealand. I'm like, oh yes, that looks wonderful. This just kind of sells you. Oh, it's just balls out crazy the entire time. No, it's not. I don't know. Either love it or hate it. All right, last one. Army of Darkness one.
At least it's a bootleg.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this was a running joke when I was on the ship. When we get so tired, we would just put our hands up. And we put a picture of this in our shop. I don't know. Again, if you're flipping through discs, you've never seen Army of Darkness. I don't know if it would really sell you on it.
It looks just like Bruce Campbell too.
Yeah,
right?
he's super red.
Yeah.
Has anybody ever seen an Evil Dead movie? Anybody? Skylar, have you ever seen an Evil Dead movie? No.
I think one person might
I'm
want to
gonna
talk about that later.
Plead the fifth.
Okay. Anyway, that's it. You guys had better ones than me. Those are kind of cheats, but that's what I got.
The back of
thought
that
we
is
weren't
great though,
supposed to
Army of
do-
Darkness, because
Yeah.
it's got the
I thought. I mean,
I did
we
cheat.
weren't doing anything.
the write up is
Japanese.
fantastic there.
Like,
Right. Well, how did I cheat? What'd I do?
thought it was supposed to be Japanese. Like,
No. I thought it was non-US.
Non-US, right?
Yeah.
you said that, but then you guys said I couldn't do PAL discs or anything else. And,
You know what?
I don't remember there being an official
we're just gonna have
jury.
to read it.
deliberation.
Did you guys read the topic of the chat?
No.
Like,
No.
it literally says it there.
I
So
legit.
it's right here. Worst US and anything Luke wants to show covers.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I'm just looking out for you because I know it'd take you like all week to look through everything you had. So
Yeah.
No, I just
So-
look at the covers on LDDB. If it's not on there, it doesn't count.
even that would take you like a good solid 28 hours, 69 hours probably.
It's only like 300 pages or something.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
man.
All right. Well, excellent, horrible choices, everybody.
Feel kind of bad punching down on these, 30, 40-year-old jacket designs a little bit.
I mean, there's probably one of these guys that worked on them is going to watch this show and be like, "Oh man, I worked all weekend on that."
I worked so hard to emboss this dang thing. It
Yeah.
was a nightmare, guys.
I got
Just
employee
getting
of the
this
month
on
for
here.
that work.
I let my intern do that one.
And I missed Thanksgiving with my family.
They definitely missed Thanksgiving for this.
Yeah, I had to work all weekend.
Oh my
You
God.
guys ready for a wolf pick?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. This
How
is
do we
gonna be
get-
it's gonna be a easy one to figure out what we're gonna do, at least for us, because today the news just dropped that some famous celebrities have passed. One being Louis Anderson, the other one being Senior Loaf, Scott Ian's father-in-law, Meatloaf a Day. So we're gonna do two of the most iconic movies of all time that he was in, and yes, one is of course Fitty Club. So you have to choose between that and Rocky Horror.
Wow.
So take a big box, or you can go like lame ass single disc. So you got your choice. So Meatloaf's in both. They're both fantastic. All right, you going Fight Club?
Are we flexing our Fight Clubs?
Oh,
Yes,
geez,
I mean
guys,
flex them if you got them.
I'm the odd one out.
We're just waiting on Luke. Come on, Luke.
Oh, he's gonna have
Come
it.
on.
I won't. I don't have it.
I know he's gotta have it.
Come on, Luke. You
He
can
probably
do it.
found his for $1 though, knowing Luke.
Probably.
He went into some random dirt mall and like, oh look, Fight Club.
$3 at a Goodwill.
I didn't want it for $3. I talked him down to 200 yen or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, he's still looking. All right,
Oh,
He gave up.
what do you got?
He doesn't want to talk about it.
I have my Fight Club and sweet Japanese Rocky Horror, but
Oh, I want to see Sweet Japanese Rocky Horror.
All right, so just play elevator music while
Yeah.
or play the Jeopardy.
Mine's
theme.
signed by Tim Curry. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not.
oh man. We should probably do a Tim Curry special at some point.
Yeah, we
before he
should.
dies.
Dude, let's write that down.
I don't think I know. I've seen enough Tim Curry movies to do a Tim
What?
Curry.
What?
discussion.
Then this we definitely need to make you watch
Yeah.
different Tim Curry movies.
Are
This
you
is
guys
called
gonna
an
send me-
assignment.
Are you gonna send me free
Adam's
laser
Family Values.
We'll send you free Laserdisc. Yeah.
Adam's
Yeah.
Family
Yeah,
Values.
yeah. I don't want to buy any
We
laser
could have-
discs.
Buy that one on
we could
you.
have a rental over here. We could have a rental over here.
Yeah.
You do have quite the library. I believe I did buy. I was looking through my disc. I'm pretty sure I bought Blair Witch Project from you once upon a time. I was like, where?
It's possible.
I never watched it. I just remember you had
Oh.
like 3 copies of it at one
Oh.
point.
But it's a late release, so you have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't in my catalog, so I'm learning a
Nothing?
couple of things slip through the cracks.
Oh, he's got it. Yeah.
It's basically the same, isn't it? Except it's just bigger and brighter.
It's bigger. Yeah.
So
Much bigger.
Luke's
And he's
on
got
it.
an Obi.
It's
Below
just bigger and high
lips
contrast.
Yeah. We
the
changed.
font below it.
We put that below.
Yes.
Well, I don't
He's still muted. How come you're muted,
Oh.
Luke? Oh, there you are.
there it is. Hey,
Nice.
look at that, everybody! I found
Nice.
it.
You can just see the
That's
nice
awesome.
texture on those lips.
That's awesome.
Ugh.
Mhm.
So what's your choice, Chris, between the two?
Well, so this is where I come out. I gotta put my hater hat on. I don't like the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Wow.
I sat through about a half hour of it when I was in high school, and I was like, this is too much for me. And I went upstairs and I went to bed. However, I also don't think Fight Club is that hot. It's one of those, if
Who is
you're
this guy?
if
Hey,
you're
yeah.
a white dude,
That's
First
why you
off,
don't get an
Howard,
Obi.
Where's your Obi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
my Obi is still upstairs. in
It
my
should
mail
be
bin.
on your disc.
Yeah.
Um,
Like your pledge pen.
Fight Club felt like one of those, like if you were gonna go for the late releases, this was a good one to get street cred on LDF in like 2011, 2012.
Still good street cred.
Or today.
But it was,
Or right now.
quarter of the price.
Yeah, it's worth way more now. It's actually more of
Yeah.
a flex now.
I don't remember. I paid way less than $100 for it when I got
Yeah,
it.
that's
'cause it didn't
good.
have the Obi. But it feels like one of those movies that I bought because at the time I'd never seen it, and I've since watched it 2 or 3 times, and I think I'm just tired of what it lays down. The counterculture nature of it just doesn't resonate with me.
Alright.
And
Not a
I
fan
think,
of
I think
IKEA.
it's a I think it's a well-made
String
movie.
green stripe patterns on your furniture.
I think it's incredibly well made. It's got really good style, but like 90s
Yeah.
Fincher, like
Here we go.
I'm gonna lay some respect down. I
How
think
old were
that-
you? Okay, first off, before you ramble on and on, how old were you when it came out?
was 4 years old.
Yeah, okay.
Nice. Come on, kids, let's go see Fight Club.
I remember in the theater watching that movie, and that was just like, holy shit! Just
Yeah, and see, I didn't see it for the first time until like 2011, and by then I had an entire generation of movies that were inspired by.
Were you spoiled by it? Did someone spoil the plot for you?
We watched Fight Club on my Marantz DP870 AC3 demodulator.
All right.
And none of us in the room had seen it before, except we'd heard you can't talk about Fight Club. That's the first rule, dude. Don't talk about it. So I had no idea that the rest of the movie was the rest of the movie. And I was actually very impressed. My initial impressions, very positive. Right. And then Twitter and Reddit just going crazy about it in the 2010s.
I haven't watched it in years, so I can't comment on my thoughts on it now.
There's a group of people who I think have missed the point of the movie, where they idolize
the washboard abs of Brad Pitt.
Yeah, exactly.
Where they take some sort of solace in Brad Pitt's character.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, well, if you did that, you missed some of the point of the movie.
Sure.
Did you though?
All right. Let's focus on the loaf. Which of the two represents the loaf?
I'm gonna say Fight Club is probably a worse representation of the loaf, because Fight Club is primarily a Edward Norton and Brad Pitt thing. So I'm gonna have to go with Rocky Horror as an iconic loaf performance, because that's just the way it is. But I can talk about Fight Club. I can't talk about Rocky Horror.
All right.
You can't talk about.
Max is next, right?
Okay. All right. Well, I have opinions on both.
Okay. All right. What do you got?
So, I absolutely love Meatloaf's character in Fight Club, but Fight Club as a whole has, because of the freaking Brad Pitt character and the fact that where I used to live, there was a gym.
You had Tyler Durden's in your alley,
and they had a spray painted freaking Brad Pitt. What stays in here is what stays in here, and they're just like just oh my god, the worst people over in that spot.
That's great.
So it really just irked me. And Rocky Horror, I mean, I literally was Janet. I sang all of the songs of Janet in a music only representation of Rocky Horror Picture Show. And I was one of those types of people that went to several of the midnights and threw popcorn when you're supposed to and yelled all the things. So I will happily go with Rocky Horror Picture Show. And he's a great character in there.
All right. 2 Rockies versus 1 Fight Club. What do you got, Luke?
So both of these movies, he's only in it for a little bit, right? I mean, obviously Fight Club, I would almost say about the same amount of time, right?
Yeah, that's kind of why I pinned them against one another. So
So I was talking earlier, I think him being in Fight Club, this was later on in his career, and him being cast in Fight Club was just kind of genius. Like, it was like, oh man, we're getting Meatloaf and he's gonna be all big and fat and so I'm gonna go with Fight Club. I love Fight Club. Yeah. I do have a quick Fight Club story. Every time on the again, I know you love ship stories. Whenever, and this has nothing to do with Meatloaf, but
I need a graphic. Ship stories with Luke. Thanks.
So we are in tight quarters a lot, and so whenever I pass by someone, I say, "What do you want, the front or the back?" Yeah. And if I like you, you get in the front. If I don't like you, you get in the back. That's it.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm also going with Fight Club. I mean, they're both iconic, and there's one, of course, that you see multiple times in the theaters, and that's of course Fight Club, because I saw it 10+ times in the theaters. So
really,
I was way into Fight Club.
Impressive.
You bought props from Fight Club.
I've got props from Fight Club. I got a whole video. Maybe I can put the link up.
You got Brad Pitt in your closet, right?
Yeah, he's right over there.
Oh my god, it's washboard abs.
He's in the hustler shirt, that kind of mesh hustler shirt. I make him wear it, and the red leather. He's wearing that. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
But I mean, Meatloaf in this he's kind of like the heart of the side. Like he's not a huge part of it, but it's like he's the heart. He's like this kind of connection that Edward Norton has to like his actual like sensitive inner side, and like every time he tries to be Brad Pitt, like every once in a while Meatloaf will roll back in and kind of remind him of who he used to be. And so yeah, I think it's great. I think he's like the beating, and then the whole his name is Robert Paulson thing is like, I don't know. I think Meatloaf is the kind of warm, gooey center in this film. So there you go. Does that
Fight Club warm?
Does that mean? I think yeah, Fight Club won. Oh, Fight Club's totally warm. It's like a beautiful love story.
Wait, did Cushing weigh in on this?
Yeah, he went Fight
I
Club.
missed this? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He doesn't use words. He just holds things up.
He just grunts and points.
I had it. Did I have Rocky Horror in the background? I don't even know if I have Rocky Horror.
Burn, Cushing, burn.
I don't think he likes musicals.
Yeah.
Unless it's South Park.
I mean, I don't like musicals either, but that one's okay. All right, maybe I'll give that a shot. Because I mean, it's got Tab Hunter in it, so
I mean, it's got freaking it has Tab Hunter.
All right,
like musicals.
Should we do some pickups?
Yeah,
you guys ready? All right, I think we can do it.
No, thank you.
All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go grab the 2 laser discs that I've bought
And the Obi.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Luke, you know what I have to say to you? Brr, brr.
As an
I'm
asshole.
gonna be quick because I think I only have 3 LDs. So there you
Just
go. And pretend like you're surprised, Luke, because 2 of these came from you. So
Did I see new stuff? I don't even remember anymore.
Luke
Oh,
sent me
there it
Naked
is.
Lunch.
Oh,
Yeah, it's got an Obi, so you know it's good. And it's David
it's a good
Cronenberg.
movie.
So
I haven't seen it yet.
It's
wild.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
you don't
good.
have to be a Burroughs. I mean,
Yeah.
it's its own thing. It's like Burroughs and Cronenberg together made
Oh.
a baby, and that's the movie.
You might have to be in the right mood for it because
Okay, it's a mood. Okay, good to
Yeah.
know.
So you got to be in the mood for some weirdness. But it's got Roy Scheider, it's got Peter Weller, it's it's really good.
Peter Weller he's the main star.
Oh, all right. Okay, I'm getting
So
more
check that
sold.
out. And the other one he sent me is I don't know why I didn't have it, but Julia Roberts and Malkovich and Mary Riley, which is just a Jekyll and Hyde movie, but nobody liked it. But it's a nice looking. That's cool. I like that kind of negative effect on the back.
That is cool.
Pretty sweet.
Save it for the best cover.
I know, right? I'm showing this on the wrong episode, but I didn't have the US print, and Luke had the Japanese one, so of course I know the Japanese one's better. And Obi's are awesome, so he hooked it up.
There you go.
Yeah. And the last one, Ryan actually tipped me off to this, and I couldn't say no. Signature Scarface. Somebody was hustling this on the eBay, and I didn't have it yet, so
Nice.
I have it. I can get rid of my old DVD port of this. So it's got it doesn't even look like anybody touched the insert.
Oh,
So.
that looks great.
Yeah,
Doesn't
it's
have any
nice.
fingerprints.
They probably watched it once and then got laser discs.
Yeah, I bet they probably like tore the shrink off and maybe watched it. So that's it. That's the only disc I've gotten. So
Sweet.
it's on to Ryan.
I got a few things, so I'll chew up some real estate for everyone.
Sure.
All right, here we go. First one, Fear City.
Wow.
You've got a
Nice.
cast like
Wow.
Tom
Really?
Berenger, Billy D. Williams, Jack Scalia, Melanie
my
Griffith. Like,
Ooh, the best thriller since The Terminator.
yeah, like
Wow.
I didn't know
that is a tagline.
Wow.
Yo.
Wow.
That sold me.
Describe
Even with
Terminator.
the Sam hated image design, which it's not bad, but Sam doesn't like it.
Damn
Moving
straight.
on. Snow Kill.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if they're going out killing in the snow or the snow is going to kill them, but they've got guns and there's snow. So
David Dukes from the
I
KKK's in
appreciate
it.
the white cover.
is that David Dukes? I don't even know.
I
No,
think they're
don't
going to
think
kill
so.
the snow. Like they're going to shoot the snow.
Yeah,
I hate
maybe
you,
they
Snow.
are. Look, just maybe the snow's attacking them. So they're
Yeah,
attacking
that'd
them.
be. I'd watch that.
Whoa. Whoa.
Snow kill.
Self-defense. I'm telling you, the snow was coming at me.
Moving on, we've
Oh
got
my-
Crime Lords. So
Bad
We've
luck.
already,
I don't know if
we've
he's a
already
good
done
guy,
bad
a bad
covers.
guy.
We've done
Because the
bad
good
covers.
cop
We
is
don't
doing
need
his job.
That leg
Bad
is like
girl doing
totally
hers.
different resolution than the background.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Not a great design, but I mean, there's action going on, and it's just got a tattoo there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not much on the back. Speaking of a nice action shot,
Whoa, Bolo.
Wow.
Bolo, like that's you put him on any cover, I'll buy it.
Man.
Seriously.
How many movies was Bolo in? I mean,
He's in a lot as
Quite a
like
few.
yeah.
a secondary character or the bad guy.
Is this all after what is it? Bloodsport?
Yeah,
Was Bloodsport
yeah.
the
This
big
was
one and everything else?
93 or 92.
damn.
So
They actually got Robert Klaus to do that. Enter the Dragon director.
so
Tiger
It's-
Claws era.
got a sweet
Yes.
metamorphosis.
Yeah.
Love this
That
guy.
cover is perfectly deceiving for. I'm not going to spoil it for you.
All right.
Does he
Is it the
change?
Kafka
Does he change
novel?
in some way?
It's not. Yeah.
Change.
Witness it.
Yeah.
Witness that.
Witness me in the
Just
change.
don't worry about putting that to the top of your list. I'll say that much.
Okay.
Into the Sun. We've got two heavy hitters, Anthony Michael Hall and our favorite Michael Paré.
Wow.
My God.
Wait, Eddie and the
Explosions
Cruisers?
jets.
Wow.
I don't know.
The guy from Halloween Kills?
Tommy Doyle?
He's in it. Tommy Doyle's in it.
This was before Michael Myers got to him.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
That's
spoiler.
how he got
Thanks.
tough.
Appreciate
Wow.
that.
Kidnapped? I don't know. We've
Barbara
got
Crampton.
David Naughton and Barbara Crampton. I don't know.
He's not holding that gun with conviction. I'm not
No,
sensing.
but he's
toughness.
holding it poorly. He's,
Yeah, he's just like
you don't hold a gun with your finger on the trigger, but
Eh,
leave it to Hollywood.
he's not into it.
Interesting cover. This is a good cover. Great art.
Ooh,
Silencer.
Silencer.
Nope.
Oh,
You know-
okay. I know that movie very well. That's
Great art. Is it good?
I mean,
It's porn.
there's nudity in there. so-
Oh, wow.
Oh, well, that's a bonus. I
And as
guess.
a 15-year-old, I enjoyed it.
Oh,
Well, I mean, most of my target range is like 12 to 15 for.
Yeah, you're spot on.
Got some David Bradley, Outside the Law.
okay.
Any explosion.
Law.
Yep.
And I don't know. And as a bonus, and I didn't realize it when I picked it up, but I've got Blood Run, aka Outside the Law. This is a Taiwan release, so
Wow.
screwed that up, but not really. Got some Treat Williams.
Treat.
The Final Verdict.
Ooh.
It was a
Yeah,
very
it's like the fifth one in the
It's
series
a
of 5.
Handsome piece of work.
And then speaking of Treat Williams,
Yes.
Yeah,
some
there you
Dead
go.
Heat.
Yes, Dead Heat.
Oh, man.
Just a couple more. Here we go.
All right.
Gonna get some more common stuff going. Got another DTS almost done.
Ooh.
Nice
I
Mulholland.
thought
Falls.
you were done.
I need 3.
Yeah, we never heard about this one.
Yeah,
You never put out
I've
the
been
call for
skipping a
Mulholland
lot too,
Falls.
but well, one's in Sweden, one's in Haller's basement, and the other one, well, somewhere. We'll see. And the Gun Runner.
Oh.
It's got a sweet cover. The US cover is pretty lame, but this has a pile of guns on the cover.
Other guns,
so
yeah.
You know he's running lots of guns instead of just like a handgun or something.
Yeah.
I think this is like the US cover, which has nothing to do, or doesn't really show the movie.
Who's the star? Anybody cool? Or?
In the Gun Runner,
Yeah.
you don't recognize that guy?
I mean, it looks like he's.
Oh
Oh,
my
is that
God.
Costner?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's young Costner.
That's surprising.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I love this cover.
Nice.
Finally found a copy.
Oh,
Silent Partner.
that's fucking sweet. I have mine.
I'd been looking for that for a while and finally snagged one.
My US one.
And this sweet movie.
Wow.
That
Gee,
I
thing
can't even remember
rocks.
the title. It's Wanted Babysitter. I
Wow.
don't even care. I saw the cover and that sold me.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
And from Japan via Indonesia, I picked up this one,
Oh my God. Great.
and
cover.
it's like mint. And I don't know how it went to Indonesia and then to the United States via slow boat and turned.
That's
up
impressive.
mint, but-
wow.
yeah. And then one last comment that I picked up as kind of a Christmas present to myself. Took a little while to get here, but
Oh no.
it was worth the wait, and it's definitely one I've wanted for a while. So I don't know if you've heard of Scream 3.
Nice.
Ooh.
Just in
Wow.
time.
This is one that like had eluded me for the longest time, and finally I was able to snag it for not a ridiculous inflated price. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
every time I've seen it for sale and I've put in an inquiry, it's been about $100 more than I'm willing to pay for Scream
Yeah,
3,
it's-
unfortunately.
it's insane, but I checked it off the list, and now there's very few later releases I actually care about. So I'm happy.
Well done. Well done.
Awesome.
All right, Howard, what do you got?
Well, I don't know. You lined me up with fucking Scream 3 over here.
Yeah, we usually put whoever we don't like right after Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard Ryan sold his son to pay for Scream 3.
He did, but he got a great price.
And that's why mysteriously no appearances of the Heir tonight.
No.
I literally again, my collection kind of ebbs and flows. Sometimes I'll have like, a grand sitting around and I'll piss it away on anime boxes or something that nobody out here gives
First world problems.
A grand sitting around.
I definitely
blow it on anime.
Listen.
Literally the story of every laser.
Living.
I have money sitting around. I'm gonna go blow it on a late release or anime or something.
Yeah, I've done it. I'm not proud of it. So I'm gonna come in with a well, again, at one point I was working full time and I lived in my parents' house and I paid like literally $200 a month rent while working on a career salary. So I have had some interesting funds. Right now I have none. This is a LaserDisc that literally Luke put up and tried to give to Spencer in the middle of the last episode of the podcast.
You said, "Send it to me," and I sent it.
And he did. He's a man of his word. It showed up. I'm like, it's cool. I don't know.
Classy looking.
Yeah.
Like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, not her.
What are you laughing at?
I like Winnie the Pooh.
Son of a bitch. All right.
It's
So
an energy drink.
Ryan literally sent us
Whoa.
this
Nice.
wonderful cheap listing
Sweet.
Choice.
of the Criterion LaserDisc of Andrei Rublev. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not the biggest Tarkovsky fan, but I understand his place in film history and his importance to Russian cinema. I've yet to sit down and love one, but I like the cover. I liked the premise for the movie, and this was a cheap listing, and I lowballed the guy on it, and he accepted. So this was like a $9 copy of Andrei Rublev.
Yeah, those go for some money.
Yeah, that was that was really sick. I enjoyed that. And then just because if I don't show it, I think Luke's literally gonna piss his pants.
Here we go.
Sent me,
Here we go.
Luke
Yeah,
sent me
look at
a
that.
Fauxbi.
copy
Look how
of
pretty that is.
for Fight Club.
Nice.
It's packing taped in several different places.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
you know what?
because
Actually,
my
the
copy
print,
machine doesn't make it that big. You got to cut
yeah,
it.
I was gonna say, the print quality is quite nice. Obviously, it's in black and white.
Full
which-
color.
Yeah,
That's exactly what the original looks like.
I think I once jokingly mentioned how much I wanted the Obi for this disc.
I got you, fam.
He hooked me up. Am I gonna sell it someday with this Obi?
You should.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, do it.
And someone on LDF's gonna be like, "Hey, why is your Obi a different color?" And I'm just
He's
gonna say,
a variant.
special edition of the movie.
Yep.
There was a second printing in September of 2001, and they ran out of color in the middle.
What?
And this one's rare, and I'll get you can have it for $6,000.
Rare Obi variant.
Yep. Yeah, add that to LDDB right now. Let's start
Black
this
and
ball
white,
rolling.
rare, ultra rare Obi variant.
Yeah, we're gonna start fake newsing LDDB. We're just gonna bombard it.
Yep. I think there's a Bruce Campbell scene in that extended cut of that version.
I
too,
love
so.
the Bruce Campbell scene.
Yeah,
it's
and
amazing.
he I believe he's trying to sell soup out of his suitcase.
Andy hangs dong.
And
Wow.
he kicks Jared Leto's ass. So,
Wow.
Who's
That's
Bruce
not
Campbell?
hard. That's not impressive.
he's a guy. He's in a movie we're going to talk about maybe later.
He was in
Yeah.
Flubber, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was
That's
sounds right.
Was he in Crime Wave?
Yeah, he's definitely in Crime Wave.
I think he's in that tornado movie.
Oh yeah, that too.
Which one? There's multiple tornado movies.
Tornado.
Tornado.
I've only seen Twister. I'm sorry, Twister's the canon tornado movie.
Well, this is canon for
No, this is
TV
literally
tornado
called-
movies.
Tornado.
Might as well not exist.
Exclamation point? Is that right? Is that
I
an
think there's
exclamation
one.
point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
All right, that's all I got. I
All
don't
right,
know.
cool.
I've got discs all over the place. Nothing is new though.
Cool.
That's good. Keeping it tidy. Who's up next? Is it Max?
I think it's me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll start. I'll do the tradition. I'll start with swag. I have one lowly piece of swag.
Oh.
But it's
Oh damn. gotta put that in your car,
I know, right? Literally right on
back
like
trunk or side
yeah.
door. That'd be sick.
It's nice metal.
Damn.
Nice and precision there. It's got this little angle, nice angle. So when it
That's
sits,
cool.
you get a little tilt.
Where are you gonna put it?
I've got it kind of in front of like on top of my tower with all my electronics in there. I am putting it on the top there with where my now playing movie goes behind.
Oh
it.
yeah.
Looks a little official.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm happy about it. It's pretty cool. Definitely old. Like it's all crackly and
Oh snap.
got some wear to it. So that's some maybe on someone's desk.
Yeah.
It's kind of got that desk look to it. Oh, it's got
While they were working all weekend making jacket art.
yeah, it's got little
on their desk.
felt pad feet too.
Oh, snap.
Not going to scratch anything.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like that guy. Okay, I'm gonna get my discs out here.
God, someone's mic when they're moving, their mic is like making bumping noises, and I think
It might be me.
someone's
Sorry,
knocking on my door. It's like, oh my God, it's 10 o'clock out here.
it's
Oh, yeah,
very
someone at
likely
your
to be
house.
me. My
What is that?
microphone is on top of a.
Oh, it's Remar.
Right? Look at this.
Remar.
And like from Twin Peaks
oh, Lenny Von Dolan. Nice.
and John Savage, like.
Susie Amos. All right.
But this is
Image entertainment.
not fully doing the best to tell me what's going on, but
Should be good. Lenny always plays like the weirdest guys too.
right? I know. That's when
Yeah.
I saw his name, I was immediately sold.
Yeah.
So
That could
and
be good.
then let's get this off here. Can't be showing you a hideous sticker.
Hate those stickers. We're
Get
anti-sticker
out of
nuts.
here. This one's
I
a
did,
really ugly, horrible sticker. So
I did buy one of these thanks to you, Max. I got one of those little
oh,
sticker
yes,
things.
right?
with
Those
the-
are so good. The plastic or
Yeah, I got a whole bag of them.
oh my god.
Oh hell yeah! Rapid fire, nice,
Nice.
Yeah.
excellent
It's sealed too. I mean, I can't believe it.
score.
Yeah, who bought that and didn't open it?
That's I know. Like
Jerks.
literally.
Evil.
Total jerks.
Hate that guy, but thanks for the sale.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. These are all like I was ill prepared for this exact moment.
Fair enough. Whoa!
Oh, nice.
Wow, Pryor and
Cool.
Williamson.
I don't know. It
I've
looks
never
good.
seen that.
Are
I've
we still
never
doing
seen
bad
it
covers?
before.
Because that's pretty, that's not great.
Jeez.
It's big old like bobblehead heads.
Yeah,
I
that is
thought this
wild.
was gonna be like just from how large the image was. I'm like, this has to be widescreen, but now I'm not.
Nope.
Now I'm not so sure.
yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
The hammer.
I grabbed this one just because it had
Jeez.
piano,
Oh wow, and Thomas Jane.
but depressing title,
Yeah,
but Keanu. So I was interested enough to figure out, maybe I'll figure out what this actually is about. Maybe it's,
I've never seen that jacket even. I don't
an
think.
ironic titling.
I
don't
got
know.
that in one of the first collections I got and kept it because of the cast. And
Yeah.
it's still on a shelf.
Right.
Good luck.
It looks like something you'd watch, though. I'm
I
surprised.
know, right? Kind of looks,
Yeah.
half decent.
Nice.
Oh, Fiorentino.
Okay. Also
Button.
sealed. Why again would they leave this sealed with Joan
Yeah.
Chen?
Man, a lot of Twin Peaks actors in your
Yes.
rundown here. Wow, Crispin.
Look at his freaking vibe. He's crazy.
Look at that. Talk about bad jacket artwork.
Yeah.
That one's just. Oh no!
Towers.
Oh, look at them.
Notice them. Witness
Notice
them.
them.
Notice them.
Witness them.
Notice them.
What a terrible collage, though.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening? And it's sealed. And this one, I'm not surprised. This is absolutely convinced me. I don't know. Why
That
would
doesn't
you
look
take-
like a consensual makeout session on the back either. I think I
That's
don't know.
that's CPR.
Yeah, exactly. She got hit by a bus. Wow, Ritter and Celica.
Okay, I don't think I've ever seen a single movie with Celica, and I've never heard of her before.
That movie's fun.
We need to get
I
him
have
a
a really
boat more.
terrible copy of this. That's not very nice. And
Has anybody seen that movie? Is that any good?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's
good.
fun.
Pretty good. Is it slapsticky?
Yes,
Yeah,
Okay.
it's in that realm. Yes,
Okay.
but if you really want to see some Gina Davis,
Which I do. Ooh,
yeah.
ooh la la.
Talk about giving the movie away.
yeah, sorry, Luke Return to Two Moon Junction.
Oh wow.
Because you can't really have, one without the
Who's
other.
in that again? I think I've heard of that.
Oh, let's
And
see.
Twin Peaks actors.
Twin Peaks.
Melinda Clark and John Clayton Schaefer.
No, they're not in Twin Peaks.
It's just
No.
like a Skinamax movie, right?
Yeah, probably.
Wasn't Sherilyn Fenton the other one?
In the first one, yes.
Yeah,
No
okay.
repeated
That's what I was thinking
characters.
We knew there's a Twin Peaks connection.
Yeah. Okay. I have a couple more. Actually, wait a minute. This one's so wacky. I can't hold this one back. I should have showed this.
Wacky.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Happy smiley shapes.
Like, I don't think this was meant to be a face at all.
Wow.
But this is one of the wackiest things I have ever seen.
So that's
What's
a
that say?
karaoke disc, right?
Yeah,
100%
Pioneer
walkie
Laser
talkies here.
Karaoke.
I wonder if it's a kid's disc or.
And then
We will
select
never know.
25.
Sam, could you read that for us, please?
Yeah, it said Pioneer Laser Karaoke select 25.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. What the hell? That's like a late MGM or
I think
late-ish.
so. Yeah.
98-ish or something. Yeah.
Oh, is
Maybe
it
97 at the earliest.
It's 97.
All right.
97. But I was here for the Phyllis Diller.
Yeah.
Hope it's good.
Old Jonathan
Also, his
Winters
face
action.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Can't go wrong with Winters.
Yeah. I have never heard of this. I'm wondering if is it in color?
I guess
color.
it's bad.
Ours look cool.
I'm sure
Yeah, it's
Spencer
like
could weigh in for us.
I know.
Spencer, in the
It's not
comments,
here.
can you weigh in?
Yes.
It's like a mad world, like, but with far less people.
Yeah.
Look at that mustache.
I
Holy
know.
Dude.
shit.
Seriously, the only reason why I picked
That is intense.
Who is
That
that with that
mustache.
power stash?
Tom
mean-
Selleck is jealous of that stash. Holy
Right?
David Bradshaw, I think.
Okay.
He's coming strong in these photos. Look at this.
Damn.
Whoa, is he
You can
naked?
see that stash from a mile away.
Yeah.
Like Borat is jealous of that.
That's where he got inspired. Like,
Power stash.
he saw this film and said, "That's what I need."
I'm not sure if that's like a caterpillar or a mustache. Like
It's funny from a distance, it looks like John Hamm with a giant taped on mustache.
Yeah,
Like his
it can't be
appearance on
John Hamm.
30 Rock.
It's a
the
dangerous
camera's
zone.
kind of like softening his 5 o'clock shadow that goes with the mustache too.
Oh, yeah, I
I
know.
can
It's
see
not-
it a little. All right.
Yeah, we need the.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yo,
We need Spencer to
fine line
read that
between mustache.
dramatic, dramatic tagline.
A dangerous thriller.
She looks pretty intense.
The bizarre.
A love
look is
triangle
smoldering.
between Lady and a mustache.
Lady in a mustache. I love that movie.
Wow, that sounds like a great film. I'll save some for next time.
All right.
Oh shit! My turn.
Senior Luke, what do you
Okay.
have?
I have 3 discs. Because
Okay.
we filmed this. It's only been 2 weeks, so
I haven't
Right.
wrapped yet.
which point?
okay.
Get
Hold
buying, buddy. Ooh.
All right. So
Oh.
this is one of the criterions that I just kind of missed. The numbers that I missed. This is number 13 because they have a different one that's
Yeah.
Remember?
the black cover, and there's no number on the spine, and I was like, oh, I'm good, I got it. So I got this one real quick.
Yeah, they weren't 100% with the numbers.
Yeah.
Right. Very early on, like Help doesn't have a number. Like it just doesn't have a number at all. So yeah. All right, this one will become important later. My other pickups. This is the Nicholas Roeg movie called Insignificance.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Okay.
Because it's basically like it's a fake story of Albert Einstein and Marilyn Monroe and Joe DiMaggio. Anyway, it'll be important later.
Okay.
Just I'm
But right now it's insignificant, right?
boom. I got it.
Got it.
Okay, this one was going to be in my bad covers, but I'm going to show it to you. But that Hidden Fortress took it. Sorry. I got this one. This is the
The
Demons.
cover does suck.
Yeah.
This cover. Okay, so I've been seeing this cover for a while. Just being in whatever, and I thought this was like an older movie, like an older
it looks black and white almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I don't need that. Whatever. No, it's the Baba movie,
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, I love that it says some material is not suitable for children. If you've ever seen this movie, holy
All
shit,
material.
all of it is bad. Just it gets to a point where it's just nonstop horror. Just throw the plot out the window. It's just nonstop horror.
Yeah, that movie, like that jacket, does not make you think that the movie's going to be anywhere near as good as it is. Yeah.
But I legit kept seeing it, and I thought it was like a movie from, you know, an old man disc or something. Anyway, that's it. This is rotted. This is
nice.
But it's the kind of rot that I'm okay with. It's like
Okay.
I'm fine. I can watch it. The audio's not messed up. Just kind of there's speckling. Yeah,
So it's like a grindhouse effect.
there you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Good picks, everybody. Y'all ready for some hot topics?
Bring 'em.
I am a
Right.
hot topic, Sam. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah,
You are. First off, we
bringing
heard
in.
tale that Chris watched a movie that we yelled at him to watch. What was it?
Well, after incessant bullying going 3 days after the last podcast, I was in tears, and I used those tears to finally dissolve the plastic wrap on my copy of The Evil Dead.
Yay!
I watched,
First off, Slick, we're trying to help you.
I just want to say that this is a perfect
It's not
example of why
bullying.
peer pressure is good.
Yes.
We're-
Write that down.
Well,
Culture you.
I will say that it wasn't just your incessant bullying
Hmm.
in our LaserDisc chat. I watched Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2 recently because I realized that I just never fucking seen it. I was like, maybe Sam Raimi's not a total hack. And
Can you?
Yeah.
What?
You should have known that already.
I've seen a couple of Sam Raimi. Like I saw Oz the Great and Powerful.
Yeah.
Just stop talking.
Who's
Just
gonna
stop
trust
talking.
Sam Raimi?
Yeah, that's not
after
even a
that?
Sam Raimi movie. That's just something else.
I never even
I
heard
had
of
that
that.
movie.
It's
James
like
Franco, no less.
Yes,
Tim
we
Burton
know
in
it. We try
disguise.
not to remember it.
Yeah.
So I watched Spider-Man 2. I fucking loved it. It was great.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, it's time. I like fucking Tuesday or whatever. I sat down, I got under my blanket and I watched The Evil Dead.
Excellent.
I had to watch it in 2 sittings because my sister was like, "Yeah, I want to play Warzone." And when I just started the movie, so I put it off. And then I finished the rest of it, and what a fucking movie!
All right. That's a result. What
Yeah.
we wanted.
Brilliantly paced.
What a fucking
These-
movie!
Beautiful
Evil Dead fucks.
these beautifully convincing, on the edge of amateurish
It
performances.
was amateur. It
Yeah.
pretty
Well,
much
it really,
was.
yeah. I mean, $300,000. It really was amateur. Like everything that is good about the horror movies that I watched growing up, you can trace almost all of its threads back to the kind of low budget work that Sam Raimi and his crew did with The Evil Dead. They engineered their own special effects. They shot it in a small cabin in somewhere
Tennessee?
on the East
Tennessee?
Coast. In Tennessee. Yeah,
East
it's
Coast
just
Tennessee.
Was it Tennessee? Okay.
there's like this beautiful
I heard it's
rawness
Rochester.
to it.
Rochester.
Fuck off, Luke. Go back to your boat. There's like there's this unrefined beauty to The Evil Dead. And I don't like horror movies. I don't enjoy feeling tense or uncomfortable on purpose. But I found myself engaged to the point where in our group chat, I was actively repeating the things that I yelled at my TV in our chat. I had a great time getting to each new like line that the movie crosses. You know, I think Bruce Campbell, wonderful actor, just wonderful in that movie. Very convincing. I was, just along for the ride. I loved it.
It was pleasure to be in the chat while you were yelling out all these like exclamations. That was fun.
I will make it known. I do trust the recommendations of everyone in this chat. I didn't finish Predator, but that's because I started Predator right after we recorded the podcast. These podcast recordings end at 12 a.m.
Yeah.
Because
And
you talk forever.
Wow. Dropping bombs.
Right. Everyone's got to come for me because they know I can take it. No one ever comes for Ryan after he's bought 6,000 Vinegar Syndrome Blu-rays. and has to describe each one with its cover.
Yeah, we give him shit, but like not for brevity or longevity. Or
Yeah. So Howler, it's the best part about your story is that you just watched Evil Dead 1.
Yeah.
You still have Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if there's a 4K release of the movie
there is.
out there.
I have it.
It is.
Yeah.
It's on my shelf.
I really enjoyed it was shot on 16 millimeter film, the original movie, and it was really nice just being able to soak in the imagery and the beauty they were able to craft on such a low budget.
Oh yeah.
I loved what?
No,
Oh.
it's 16 millimeter.
Yeah,
it's just like Get Back.
I loved the Evil Dead.
Right.
I think
Please, when you get time, please sit down and watch Evil Dead 2.
I think I can arrange it.
Give some space, maybe.
Yeah,
not soon. Maybe I'll watch over February break when I'm home.
There you go.
Remember,
It's
Evil
great
Dead 2
Valentine's Day
is
film.
basically Evil Dead 1 again. They kind of remade the movie.
Yeah, but
The first 20
I'm gonna
minutes.
say I'm
Yeah.
gonna generalize in a horrible way and say that there aren't that many truly original ideas in movies in general. There are even less in horror films. So, from what I've seen,
All right.
I wouldn't be upset. If you can execute a similar idea to something that already exists, but you can do it really well with slight variations, that's all I ask for.
Right.
Don't make a bad movie.
Well, we're
Simple
happy
as
that
that.
you
Make
watched
more
Evil
good
Dead.
movies.
You like Spider-Man 2. You'll love the Evil Dead.
You will love. Yeah. Get the kids together. All right. Next topic. Get your groups right, everybody, because we've had a lot of incidents where people are dropping stuff in the wrong group. So one guy went into LaserDisc forever and asked a real question about demodulators in a shitpost group, and then Sean dropped a shitpost about rage quitting with Song of the South with some Dune memeage in the real group. Though I get he got way more reaction in the proper LDF, but yeah. So yeah, figure out if you're shit posting or not and put it in the proper group. So there you go.
Did you see,
oh, sorry, go. Yeah.
Along that same line, did you see the guy who posted something about respecting like some kind of weird women have the hardest job or what? Did you see that one? Anybody?
No, I missed that.
I deleted that.
Yeah, that was kind of, and everyone.
Was it like a main post or was it like buried in a thread?
No,
somewhere?
it was a main post.
Oh shit.
It was like some random shit that someone shared, and it's like, I think you meant to share that to like your family's private group or something.
Ah, damn, I missed it.
You didn't miss anything.
Yeah. But anyway, so Sean did not quit LaserDisc forever. He was just
that was a post.
I was really happy though that like multiple people tagged him with the "I'm leaving this groups," but like they were all different ones each time, and I'm like, there are so many of those.
And I'm not part of the Benny Gesserit spicy memes for Benny Gesserit teens and all that stuff, like his Dune shit post. I know he's been into Dune shit posting for years, so that's his thing. So, but yeah, also apparently everyone's collecting DTS discs. So
yes,
thanks, Ryan.
Yeah,
I don't know. DTS. I was collecting DTS discs very casually in like 2011 when they were so much cheaper. I cannot express how expensive the best laser discs have gotten. We had this discussion a couple of weeks ago, a couple of episodes ago. Like DTS discs, god damn, I would need to take out a reverse mortgage over here.
Tell me about it. Yeah, but apparently it seems like every other post I'm seeing now is like a fresh haul of DTS discs. So either someone's getting good deals, or I mean, and probably watching them on like 2 speakers.
Yeah, they're probably listening to them on TV speakers.
Listen to the analog tracks.
Straight up soundbar.
Yeah. So
there's the one guy who's gonna pop in one night. Hey, I tried to play my DTS LaserDisc and all I got was a piercing tone.
Yeah.
And I thought, maybe if I cranked it louder, it might clear up, and it just blew out my TV speakers. That's what's gonna happen. The less people with DTS, the better.
Yeah,
actually,
I mean, it's getting hot though. It seems like it's like the new hot thing to get.
Yeah, next thing we're gonna get old receivers are gonna start going up in value because a lot of the new sound equipment does not have optical and it does not have coax. And if it does, it's only got like one port.
Yeah.
So DTS is going to become harder and harder for a lot of these jabronis to play. You know, if you don't get it on the ground floor and get that hot shit from like 1999, that Sony DTR series.
That's the Swap Meet special.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go in and get that Pioneer VSX 99, baby.
Yeah, get the 99 with the DTS upgrade. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. What else is new? If you want a super rare obscure disc, just yell that you want it, and then it's everyone else's problem. So you can get it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Do it every day.
Actually, yeah, it's better every day.
Yeah.
For
That's
example, Night at the
really
Roxbury.
amusing.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, do you guys remember there was someone on LaserDisc Forever who like
We remember.
That's why we.
But tell us anyways. Yeah.
Yes, go right ahead.
Oh no, if you remember, you can tell this.
No, I want to know. Yeah.
We know him.
I don't remember who it was, but they found a university in Michigan. Is this a story?
No, it's a different one, but we know that one.
All right. Well, then I'm not even going to tell. You know what? You guys know more than me. I'm just going to sit back like a little baby
All right.
and be a bitch.
Well, let's remind me, please. Who was the person that wanted Night of the Roxbury so bad? Do you know?
Oh, Steve.
Yeah, I remember fucking with them once. I forget that story though. Something about, hey, I have one, and then I fake sold it to somebody, and he got really mad about it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was like a legit kerfuffle, as the kids would say.
Yeah, I don't know. Night of the Roxbury ain't the best movie either. It's fine.
A lot of these late releases aren't.
I know. The quality drops off dramatically.
You don't like Night at the Roxbury?
Like Scream 3 is not that great of a movie.
No, Scream 3 is the weakest Scream movie. But it's got that hot late release frosting on top.
Yeah. The best part of LDF is you can search. So it's great when people like look for grails and then sell them and look for grails. So like there's like some people that are like, I want this movie. It's my favorite movie of all time. And then like 3 months later, I need this movie. It's my favorite movie. I'm like, didn't you get that already? So you can like follow the trail of
yeah, I mean at this
grail
point,
sales.
At this point, yeah, it's a big just like infighting group of ever expanding LaserDisc collectors.
Yeah. I actually do Grail Watch now, so I go through and anytime someone says the word Grail, I make note. Since the last podcast, it's been The Matrix and The Wizard are your Grails of choice. So not
at least
really
one
big
of those
surprise.
is a genuinely good and important movie.
Hold on, wait. Which one are you talking about?
Which one do you think I'm talking about?
I honestly don't know.
I mean, I
would
hope
say the
it's
Matrix.
one. Yeah,
I would say the Matrix.
Yeah.
It's The Matrix. The Matrix is a legitimately important and interesting movie.
Yeah, Wizard has not aged well.
The Wizard is a giant Nintendo marketing machine isn't even good.
Does Keanu don a power glove? I just want to know.
I'm sorry.
Christian Slater in The Matrix?
Yeah, seriously.
Keanu has a power glove in Johnny
what about
Mnemonic.
Fred Savage?
Just
Yeah.
saying.
Is there Nintendo with Rain Man?
Yeah.
You guys
Exactly.
fucking suck.
Luke's got a grail.
Does the Matrix teach you how to do that thing in Mario 3 that I would never know how to do unless I saw the Wizard? Do you know Mario 3? Like, it's a big deal.
He doesn't know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Do I need to get my
Hey,
copy
for once-
of Mario 3 over here?
For once, Haller, I got your back. So
Yeah, this group. No one in this group ever supports
Sam,
me.
like
Just me.
Vision or some shit.
no, man, I forswore I was into PCs. Actually, you know what I was into at that time? Atari STs.
Getting
That was
late.
my thing.
Listen,
It was like
fucking
Atari
rocks.
STs and Poontang.
Listen, you weren't cool in like 1991. You are definitely cool today.
Yeah,
Rocking
baby.
the Atari home computers.
Yeah.
I don't know
All
if
right.
they're baby ass Nintendo.
Okay, one more
and-
hot topic. One more hot topic.
Shoot. What do you got?
Sealed discs.
Yes.
Seems to be a big thing. People want to push that sealed discs are better than unsealed discs, which is just ridiculous. So this is not the vinyl world. In the vinyl world, yes, a sealed disc would be better because it hasn't been played as much.
Yes.
You know, you're getting the needle drop on there, the grooves aren't running out, whatever.
Virgin vinyl. Yeah.
This is different because in the LaserDisc world, it doesn't make contact there.
It
So
persists.
yeah. Yeah, that's kind of, I don't know. It's obnoxious. It's annoying. Yeah.
It's really, yeah, it's because it's like sealed is such a big deal with so many other, collecting circles.
And it's weird. I will say, yes, it's different,
But
yes.
it's when you try and fit that into LaserDisc is that weird shaped block that doesn't quite fit into that square hole or that circular hole. Like it's,
The only time that sealed matters is if you're framing it, because usually then it's like meant to frame.
Yeah,
but
unless
like
the jacket got stress fractures from the
cellophane but then it's not mint anyways. So
and you shouldn't frame a disc because you should watch them.
Well, yeah, but they're hipsters.
Don't just discount the hipsters.
Oh, like Haller, probably.
I don't have a framed LaserDisc in my house. Are you
my fedora tree?
Listen. Here's my take. This debate has been raging since before any of us got into LaserDisc.
Well,
I wouldn't say much earlier than all of us. I mean,
when Sam got into LaserDisc, Haller, you weren't alive.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
We're a twinkle in an eye.
Say about that? Good. That time period sucked. And I'm glad I wasn't there for it.
Listen, when Sam got into LaserDiscs, grocery stores had full shelves.
Yes.
Yep.
When I got into LaserDiscs, grocery stores had full shelves. That's not a metric.
It will be.
It is now. I'll show you the graphs. We're working on some bars and charts and Venn diagrams and shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Listen, sealed shit in this day and age, it's just going to keep getting rarer and rarer because all of the smart people are fucking opening up their LaserDiscs and they're putting them in their players. And you're going to get that contingent of people with way too much money sitting there going, yeah, well, I have a sealed copy of this and I will only sell it for $369.
But let's talk about why sealed discs aren't good. Yeah. Because the idea is that a sealed disc is only a disc that you don't know if it has rot or not, right?
Or is cracked.
Or is cracked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say in general that's any disc that you're buying for the first time could show up rotted.
Sure.
But you could have someone could test it for you.
Yeah. But as a buyer, you're guaranteed that if it's cracked and it's been opened, that they just didn't do their job. Same with rotted, technically.
Right. This is true. I would say a lot of people that I bought LaserDiscs from, especially the ones that I bought them from very cheaply, don't have any skin in the game and do not have a player. I don't know, like the local record stores used to have players out that I could test discs with, and even now they've taken those away. So
that's because they sold them all.
There was a LaserDisc player at the store when we were there over the Christmas break. So
it's probably gone now.
Yeah, Ryan stole
got their Christmas money and boom, cashed it in.
Yeah, it wasn't even it was a shit player anyways,
My local store that does sell players when they get them in, if it's a single-sided, it's $150 and it's usually sold within a month. And I don't even know who's buying it because I've never seen another person in my town, but somebody is. So maybe there's a guy with like 50 players that I'm waiting for.
It's just a one dude.
Yeah.
When he dies, I clean up.
Jesus Christ.
Come on, that's how we get half of our LaserDiscs. Somebody's uncle, dad, grandpa dies, and depending on what their age range was, we either get old man discs, good horror, or fucking Forrest Gumps.
Then he went to that dead uncle's sale, and he didn't even wait. He was just so impatient. He just left the line.
And then he went back the next day. Missed some good discs, didn't he?
I know, right?
Yeah. What was it? Oh shit! Somebody posted it later. I'm like, oh, you fucked up.
There was some cool stuff. Yeah, there was some good late releases.
So the next hot topic is Cushing and his murdering of people, and so he can get their disc. We should call the police and.
This is. I don't murder. I just wait patiently.
Again, the man sold
ambulance chaser
to pay for Scream 3.
True. Yeah.
Sold his own son.
I mean, I guess we're not like the LaserDisc ethics podcast. We're the Wolfpack, so I guess it's okay, right?
The strong survive.
You know what, at the end of the day, I look at anyone who's championing a sealed disc over an open disc with a big clown nose on their face. Just open the disc and play it. Otherwise, get off my lawn, you hooligan.
If I get a lot, it's kind of cool if I have a bunch of sealed discs, because if I get them for 25 cents a pop, it's like, yeah, whatever. I'll tear the shrink off and that's fine. But I'm not going to pay specifically.
It's not a selling point.
Exactly.
Yeah. And there's people selling discs who I feel should know better than to. I think they're pushing a agenda of sealed. It's sealed. Ooh.
Sealed. Yeah. It's good times.
Sam likes the smell of the '90s too. So
I do. I'd like to huff the '90s and
my
think back of those days when I had my Atari ST and
think back to those days that I'm painfully aware sucked. I'm sorry. Anytime before Blu-ray disc, get the fuck off my lawn.
Oh God.
What are you
good
doing
times,
here?
man.
Yeah. What
Where are you again?
You have to say that you swear allegiance to the '90s to get voted in. I don't know how this
Yeah.
happened.
Sorry, all of my
This is his last
la-
podcast.
all of
Yeah.
my
You're very
LaserDisc,
aggressive. We're just
all
hanging
my
out, bro.
LaserDiscs, are
That
from
said, blood in, blood out.
2000 and
Yeah.
2001. I spent $600 on a
It's
single-sided
music.
copy of a '90s movie.
All right. Speaking of the '90s and vintage things, our buddy Bill recently discovered that there was a RLV company down the street from him in Cambridge, Massachusetts, called the LaserDisc Recording Center that you could make discs. So he was asking more about it, and I actually did some research on it. The building now was sold to Mount Auburn Hospital, and it's now a 6-story hospital building. So lots of clinics. Sadly, no RLVs in there, but at one point they had one of those ODC LaserDisc recorders in there.
That's pretty
And,
cool, actually.
It's
Yeah,
a recycled bin.
Yeah, and supposedly I guess some guy I dug up a thread in LDDB where some guy knew a wedding videographer who would have all his tapes transferred at that place, and he said they were like $100 a disc, and and he still did them until like the early 2000s or something. So that's pretty wild. Said he made the last one. Yeah, 2003. He said he made his last one. So
Wow.
and supposedly they used an Amiga 4000T and a NewTek Video Toaster 4000 to do the process.
Oh my God,
so
the video toaster.
there you go.
I hate having to deal with video toaster stuff over here.
Well, if someone finds this guy's RLV burner in a garbage bin, we'll get you going. It's funny. The thread actually had a follow-up on the Adventure Time dude who was like running around all the threads saying, I'm going to burn a Laserdisc of Adventure Time for the show creator.
Regular show.
Regular show. There you
Oh,
go.
yeah, regular show. Sorry.
Same thing.
Same shit.
Same shit.
It's
Cartoon
not the
junk.
same shit.
If it's not Venture Brothers, I don't give a shit.
It's a good
Or
policy.
Metalocalypse. Yeah, or Metalocalypse.
It's an excellent policy.
Regular
Yeah,
show and
Metalocalypse
Adventure Time are pretty
movie
good.
at least.
Are both solid shows. But
Anyway, so I guess the guy who ran it, like the idea was to gift him that episode on a Laserdisc. But I guess there was a follow-up that there was a total miscommunication with the guy in Germany who had the active burner, and it was, I guess, not.
So, okay, real quick, my understanding of these burnable Laserdisc, and I'm not a tech guy, okay, you could burn one, but you could only play it back on a certain player. Like it's not like a CD burner of any type.
No, these ones are like a CD burner. It's just like a red dye, and you can play them on regular players.
Single side though, like you can.
Are they out there? Do people have any of them?
Yeah, they got blanks.
I have a burned one. I mean, so
what's on there?
It's like a movie trailer disc I got from Ron.
Cool. Fun.
Shout out to Ron.
Yeah, it's only a half an hour, right? And only analog audio.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
And then Peter had like one where somebody copied one of their like Disney like box set discs. It's like, why would you copy something that like you can just buy, but whatever. So
it's pretty wild, yeah. And some guys that have come out and said they found blank copies, but then the other thing is it good? Like, I mean, maybe
because they had like a 5-year shelf life on them or something.
Yeah,
they expired and
really? Oh, wow.
But I mean, laser discs were only supposed to last how many years? 30, 20?
Yeah. So
still work.
No biggie. Yeah, these guys were saying everyone pretty much except for this wedding guy that bought them were all attorneys and insurance companies that wanted to put depositions on discs.
Oof.
Makes sense.
That was a big ticket.
I wonder what happened to this. I wonder if they're still in like a vault somewhere waiting to be uncovered.
I want to watch those deposition discs, right?
Yeah.
Can we get a Freedom of Information Act going?
Might be a late release ordeal there. There might be a treasure trove of like 2002, just really sharp,
just
really bombastic deposition.
Start looking for lawyer estate sales, Sam.
Yeah, let's get
one of these
going.
You're gonna hit pay dirt.
I don't think
ETS discs are nothing, man. Deposition discs are hot.
That's terrible. What are you talking about? I'm not going to watch you that. I'm going to sell that shit so fast.
All right, what else we got new? The Patriot Games is not an anamorphic disc, even though it says anamorphic on the back of the jacket, just in case you're wondering. There's only, how many anamorphic discs are there in total? 20, maybe?
Something like that,
Yeah, so Patriot Games is not one of them. So what else is new? Grail Watch we did. Peter got real seats in his theater. They smell like farts, but I think he got that worked out.
Yep.
Yeah. A half price books wants $100 for transmutations now and $40 for pen and scan Dune. So
so I saw that post and I felt like it was two different discs. It looked like an image disc that had the $100 and then it showed the Dune disc. Which one was $100? Which was $100?
The image one was 100 and Dune was like 40, I think.
What was the image disc though?
Oh, transmutations.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
You said that a second ago. I should have listened.
And everybody was like, that's like, I don't know. Yeah, everyone was showing like the eBay prices and the LDBB prices. Yeah.
Who has half price books around them? Who? Any of you guys?
Not me.
Do you ever go? Like they're
when I'm in Texas,
like everything else. Like it just, I mean, those were from Indianapolis. I had some really good luck a couple years back in Indianapolis. I found an American Pie there for like $30. So like it just it depends on what kid they have and if they know anything. Or they like, oh, I've never seen these big giant movies before. $100. This one looks cool. Some hipster's gonna come in and buy it, frame it.
Yeah, it really seems to vary from store to store for sure.
That's like
it's all in like the district and who the people pricing it is.
Yeah, that's like our book off. I have a book off here in San Diego, and it's just like some of those prices. Like, what are you even thinking? Yeah,
I'm thinking shmoney.
Shmoney. What was the other? Oh, the big thread was what's the most copies of different pressings of one movie that you have? I mean, everyone knows my answer because I put it in there. But, is that your answer?
Goldfinger? Really?
Is it Goldfinger, Sam?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I forgot what I said. 13, something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't have anything close to that.
Yeah. I probably have like 3 of something, but they're all different pressings.
I bet you do, right? You got to have some like what, Japanese, Indonesian, Malaysian.
I try not to get multiple pressings of movies unless like I really, really like them or I screw up and they have 2 different names. Like,
I've tried to give you Japanese discs and you say, oh, I've already got the US one. I don't need that.
Yeah, and if it's the same like pressing, like if it's, there's no reason. If there was a reason to upgrade, sure. But
I take Luke's Japanese jackets because they're the best.
I mean, I'm not gonna watch both versions, so
I'm gonna watch both versions.
Yep. I saw that movie.
Yeah. Luke sold that one on Facebook.
Which Criterion number is that?
69.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, it's 169.
Yeah. Good times. What about you, Max? Do you have any like 18 versions of the cooking disc? Or
Well, if I really like something, then I will have 2.
Okay.
But because it's my tester disc, I have 300 million copies of Big. So
all right.
I'm looking at my
So many
collection right
variations.
now.
Yep.
Let me just look up Star Wars. How many fucking copies of Star Wars do I have?
Different pressings too. So you must have at least a couple,
3,
right?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different copies.
Okay.
What about VHS
A New
or
Hope?
other formats? Like that's the thing, right? It's not just LaserDisc.
Oh God.
Well,
I
that's
don't
the
have
Grand
any-
Slam territory that Vinny used to like to do. Like,
I
what's the
don't
movie you have
have-
on every
yeah.
format?
I don't have any VHS tapes. I have
Valley
one
Girl.
Yet.
I have one VHS tape somewhere of my it's a VHS tape with the highlights of the 2004 diabetes camp session 2
All right.
here in Rochester.
Don't
That's
make
all
me
I
do
got.
that. I don't
Wow,
need
session 2 is the best one.
I don't know. I went to diabetes camp. It was nice to be around other diabetics. Sometimes it's nice to belong. It's kind of like hanging out here on this podcast. It's nice to know that there are other people just like me.
All right.
I wish.
I think I've got 8
Sure.
copies of fucking Star Wars.
That's probably the most common, maybe.
Yeah, I'd
or
say that's-
Terminator, Star Wars.
Yeah, I would
Terminator,
imagine.
yeah, there's
I
all
would
those
imagine just
variations
about
of
every-
the box set and the color scheme.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
I've got every box of Star Wars except for I don't have the there's a Japanese definitive collection box
Yeah.
that has the 3 80s like making of Star
Yeah,
Wars specials, like from Star Wars to Jedi and shit. I don't have that one. I don't
Yeah.
think. And well, it is what it is. I'll live. I'm not crying over it. I don't have a DVD of Star Wars. I lent that to
I
a
don't
girl
either.
that I was into in
I only watched Star Wars in
high
LD,
school.
man.
Yeah, I lent my DVD box set to a girl that I was into in high school, and she just
Oh, yeah.
I saw her like 2 months ago, and I asked her. She's like, "Yeah, I still got them. It's the
You're like,
only way we watch them these days." I'm
give-
like,
give it
I'm
back,
like, good for
baby."
you, I guess.
I still love you. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
No, I can't.
Stole my heart and my
Honestly,
Star Wars box set.
Shockingly, I'm not still chasing after weird demons from high school, except for LaserDisc.
All right.
That Demon's Laserdisc you want? Oh, wait, hold
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, I think he said he wanted that.
He said
Well,
he
you
loves
know what?
old timey
I don't
demon
have
movies from
space
the
for all
20s.
this American weird shit.
Yeah.
I only have room in my heart for Japanese.
I don't obsessively don't collect multiple copies of stuff. I mean, I was just trying to find my Dead Alive. I have the Hong Kong which I just showed, Brain Dead, and then I have the Japanese one that I wanted real bad that has a great cover, and then I have multiple color versions of the Dead Alive with the face and the skull coming out.
I've never seen Dead Alive.
Oh,
Who is this guy? Who let him in here?
bro, it is so
Yeah.
good. You got to watch it.
I love that. I wonder, like, are the episodes where I'm not here just like chill?
We're
casual
trying to
stories?
help.
Yeah,
really
we just
fast.
nod in agreement.
Like does
You're like,
anyone
yep.
just like shout at each other
Yep.
like this
Nope.
when I'm not here?
I think that too. Good
Good
point.
job.
Good day.
Got it, Luke.
Wow, this took 15 minutes.
You're right, everybody. These movies are great.
Yeah.
All right, finally, one last hot topic. I think Ryan might want to release this one to the group. It's 12-inch related. There's some important record store day news that
Oh
dropped.
no! Oh, okay.
Oh
Okay,
God,
good.
yeah, we were talking about this.
You had
before
me
we
for a
started.
second.
The
With 12
record
inches,
store
yeah,
day
great.
ambassador is the anti of the record store fucking Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, T Swift with her manly voice 45 RPM records.
Yeah.
I don't
rolling
know.
in.
Taylor Swift's all right.
Come on, she's not David Grohl, right? He's cooler.
Record store day started out as a way for like indie bands and labels to help
Oh
out
my
indie
God.
stores.
But it hasn't been like that in a decade.
No, but like it's proof that like there's no care at all about the labels that started the whole thing.
They tried, even Rolling Stone tried to spin it. They're like, her stuff is like a hot hit at indie stores. I'm like, it's a hot like commodity at every store, not just indie stores, you
Yeah.
dumbasses.
Wasn't
if-
Run the Jewels the ambassador last year? Before it was
RTJ,
that?
that's more my speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I can go into Target and buy a copy of your album on vinyl, you probably shouldn't have anything to do with Record Store Day.
This is true.
Fuck,
I mean-
if I can go into Walmart right
Yeah,
now and pick
if
up
you're
a
on
new
sale at
Taylor
Walmart,
Swift,
Yeah.
You're out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck you, Iron Maiden.
you're not ambassadors.
Yeah.
Get your
But, like,
senjutsu out of here.
But
Even, like-
honestly, whatever helps record stores, get more money.
No,
Yeah, but
you're
we're
just gonna have a bunch
gatekeepers.
of,
and
like,
we don't like that stuff.
Swifties
know.
in line to buy the one record and then leave and
Listen,
cry if they
1984
show up
was a
late.
solid album.
Because they're not going to know that you have, if it's like a limited, which I hope to God they make like 50,000 of them so that like,
you'd be surprised at how in tune fans are. You know how fans are of everything else. Taylor Swift are the same thing. They're just fans of something you don't care about.
yeah, but like,
They didn't know 45 from
Like,
33, man.
so like
I was
all
the
these
person
good point,
that
smaller
got a
bands that
Target
I like
review.
that can't get their album pressed for 6 months are because Taylor Swift had to press a 14th version of a remake of the same fucking album.
Trust me, I
Like,
understand
come
that
on.
part legitimate, but
Fuck.
like, I think I don't know. Record Store Day is huge at the remaining record stores in Rochester. No matter who's involved with
Yeah,
being
but-
like the champion of it. I
In
went to
my
Record
heart-
Store Day.
You know who the
Huh?
ambassador of Record Store Day is? Matt Pike. He should be the
yeah,
ambassador.
he is.
No
Yeah.
shirt.
Who's Matt Pike?
His new album just dropped. You should get it. Or
Oh,
Who the fuck is
Oh.
Matt Pike?
put a picture up.
somebody mute him. Somebody
Yeah.
mute him.
He's the ambassador in my heart. Okay.
There he is.
But like
Every time you say somebody mute him, usually Ryan does mute me. I'm surprised he didn't today.
I'm good. It's
He's
it's
cool.
more fun
He's
to just
chill
let you
today.
bury your own grave.
Bury my own, dig my own.
Yeah,
Yeah. Now you're getting muted.
whatever.
I'm almost jealous by all the cool things you have to get into. You know, it's like
Yeah.
you're-
First time experience of all that. Yeah.
You know what's even cooler? I know most of it I'm not gonna get into.
Oh, that makes me.
I'm gonna
okay.
listen to
cool,
it once
yeah.
out of respect for whoever's recommended it, and if I vibe with it, I vibe with it.
Yeah, of course, and that's how you should. Yes. And we
listen
look
to
forward
everything
to weird things that you can offer us as well. Like I don't know.
So wait,
Movie soundtracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Right. What did the record store? What did that? How's that a hot take again? What was going on with there? Just that Taylor Swift.
Just
Yeah.
Taylor
like,
Swift.
we like to go to record store day to get like
Yes, we do.
cool
Oh,
shit
you and Taylor Swift too?
and like
And not
obscure
hang out with
shit.
Swifties. Yeah.
And like
Literally 10-year-olds.
I
like
mean,
the
I don't know
exact
about- so-
opposite.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I don't know about you
like,
guys.
I feel like the
ahead.
record store day quality list qualities have continually dropped off, and this is just like signaling. It's like, oh well, we're gonna get a bunch of like shitty represses of fucking. There's probably like Neil Diamond represses coming this
Oh,
time, and John
100%.
Denver now. Like,
I agree with.
Slow.
So I go to a lot of record stores, as I'm sure you guys do as well. A trend I have been seeing a lot is younger people coming in and like discuss and they buy older music, which is like kind of like I don't fucking know.
Sea
like-
shanties.
No, not sea. Okay, get out of here, sea shanties. Like I don't
That was
know, just kind of classic albums. You
Yeah.
know,
Like
Elton
Rumors?
John or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're
they-
talking about it. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and in my mind, I'm like, oh, you motherfuckers! What? I've been doing this shit since I was 13.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you?
I shit bigger LP enthusiasts than you.
I literally heard. So these two hipsters came in today to the record store, and they had their cameras on their necks. I was like, oh man, taking pictures of them looking through records. I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
oh,
And
fuck.
Got
one,
channels
Instagram
now.
that.
the one girl found some record and said, oh, this is so. She was trying to convince her male friend that it was so cool. Oh, this is so cool. This is so cool. We need to get this. I'm like, God damn it. I hated it. But at the end of the day, if it gets the record store money, I think I'm okay with it. But I understand your point, Ryan, about pressing of shitty records compared to other things that need to be pressed.
Well, like these are the kind of people who are going to come in and buy this one record and leave, or bitch if they don't get it. Like,
Right.
or they're going to call the record stores for the next 3 months. Has that come out yet? Like,
Yeah, and you know what? The side point of my thing, I feel like the record stores are gonna cater to that more. Like, oh, we got to get this because it'll sell more, and
The killer app. Yeah.
well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like
they'll
they're
start to
going to
get.
sell the shit out of it. I get
Yeah.
it, but like, what are like people who have been buying records for years not going to be able to get pressed for
Yeah.
another year or two?
Another weird thing I've seen at record stores is that record stores seem to be more concerned about making money more than actually getting music out there, which is I feel is disheartening. A
I
little
mean,
bit.
you got to make money.
Of
Otherwise, you
course,
don't
but
exist.
it should be like number 2. I think it should. That's fine. I'm fine with that as long as if. But it seems like number 1. Hey, what can I sell you? You have to buy something right now, or I don't know.
The best stores have records playing when you walk in, and it's not
Oh.
shit you've heard.
Yeah.
And that's when you know it's going to be a good store because they've spent the time to play something, and it's an actual record. Like,
Yeah.
and they care about it, and it's not, hey, check out my Sirius XM station playing.
Oh, God. Yes, there's a record store down the street that plays just straight off Amazon. I'm like, you are a fucking record store. And they say, oh, well, what do you think about this stuff? Oh, Siri, play whatever. And then the other week, I went to one record store that was playing like a David Bowie record, forget which one, which I'm nothing against David Bowie, but like you are probably like the gajillionth record store playing a David Bowie record right now.
I mean, it's okay to play the classics as long as they're not playing it over and over again. Like if they just grab it once every couple of months, it's fine. Like besides, good quality David Bowie records are hard to find now, unless they're new represses.
I did not see the record spinning. It could have been off of something else.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
All right. That was a good quality final hot topic. Thanks, Ryan.
No problem.
All right. Speaking of records and things, let's get physical and show things that are not LD related that we may have picked up over the past couple of weeks or so. Blu-rays, VHS, DVD, film related books, whatever. Good vinyl. Hey, vinyl. I got one. I think I got, do I have two? Oh yeah, I got one. I've been slacking. I gotta get back out to the store. I haven't even opened this. I just got this from the Metal Club. They did Electric Wizard's Come My Fanatics.
Ooh,
So
Electric Wizard.
yeah, so I can't wait to. This has got a red, purple, and black splatter. So there you go. I can't really see that well, but yeah, I'm psyched to have this. So they've been pumping out some good records. I think the next one's like a heater too. So psyched that they've been doing that. And only a couple Blu-rays. Got 4K Karate Kid box. There you go.
Nice.
All that got some artwork there, and they all have the individual 4K with the slip covers, because you got to have slip covers. So yeah, now I'm ready to watch all the special features on that.
Cool.
And of course, had to get one of the best movies of the year, Halloween
Nice.
Kills. Yeah,
Wow.
extended cut with an alternate ending and a crap ton of special features. 2 versions of the movie, theatrical and extended. So
Wow.
How much extended is it? Do you know?
I don't think it's much, but I haven't fired it up yet, so I gotta do that soon.
As I got about 30 minutes into that, and I turned it off, and I'll
Gotta get it back.
I'll try
Come
again.
on, theaters.
Yeah.
I like
That's
it.
good. And what else? Oh, I got a book.
The Bible?
Close for Tarantino fans. Maybe I didn't even know this was like a book, but it's the making of My Best Friend's Birthday,
Oh, wow.
which was Quentin's first movie that he made before Reservoir Dogs. And
It burned up, right?
well, that's the interesting thing about this. This guy has been working on this project for a while. Andrew Rausch wrote this book, and it's pretty thin. It's a super quick read, but the cool thing is it's not just about the making of the movie. It's like establishing Quentin Tarantino. So there's like a big chunk of the book talking about him at James Best, Roscoe P. Coltrane from Dukes of Hazzard. He had his own acting school, and then that's where like Quentin met like all the key players that were like actors in his movies and other crew members. And then it goes on to his video archives period, which is like Quentin lore 101. So then it tells you all about all the people he met there, and that all kind of culminated in this. So the story was that he didn't finish it because the film lab lost a bunch of reels because they lit up in flames. But the truth is that was total bullshit. I guess they did lose a couple reels because of a photographic like processing error. But not much. So the guy who shot it actually shows a photo of all the reels. Like they still have everything, so they could put the movie together and put it out on Criterion as like a bonus feature or something if they felt like it. But Quentin like kind of said, I don't really. He was kind of embarrassed of it. So at some point, somebody he made like a reel out of like the coolest stuff that he liked in it. So there's a 37 like minute bootleg version of it out, which back in the day you had to pay for some guy to make a copy of it for you. But now you can just see it on YouTube. But it's very true romance. It's Quentin is this guy Clarence, and he's a cool DJ, and he's got a friend named Mickey who's also another cool like DJ, and they're all into rockabilly and stuff like that. But yeah, basically he wants to buy a hooker for his friend's birthday, and then shenanigans ensue. It's very true romance with all these different characters. There's like a cop that's trying to get him, and there's a pimp that's trying to get him, and all their paths are crossed. And there's also like the Floyd character that Brad Pitt played as like a bartender at a bar in this movie. But they got Alan Garfield. He's from Get Crazy and all sorts of stuff, and he's in the scene. That's actually video archives there. But this is like really in depth. It was cool as hell. So I recommend it if you're a Quentin fan. That's it. That's all I got. Try and get.
I got a few things here. Let's I'm gonna go through some of these really quick because I don't need to show off every one of them. But I was at Big Lots, and Big Lots is more than $1, but sometimes they have things for $3, like an entire run of Tartan Asia stuff. So
Jesus.
really cool. $3
Wow.
piece. So hit your big lots because
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go there like tomorrow.
Yeah. Fair warning, I read that some of these might have rot, so I was gonna crack these open and just check. I guess
$3 a
they're
pop.
old stock that was sitting in a warehouse somehow.
Wow.
That's why they were $3.
Wow.
But while I was there, I picked up a couple other things. Got a Lego movie with minifig inside, which is probably worth more than the movie.
That's awesome.
It's Lego Movie 2. And then I got the Marine 6. So in case you needed the first 5 Marines, good luck. Number 6 though. So big lots. Then a few other things. I did hit some oh wait, one more big lots. Carney with Lou Diamond Phillips.
Okay.
So if you're looking to complete your Lou Diamond Phillips collection, big lots again.
Who isn't?
Yeah. I got some Dollar Tree stuff. Pure Adrenaline 10-pack.
Wow.
Roger Corman drive-in collection.
Ooh.
Yeah. Look at that. That's 5 drive-in classics for $1. Can't go wrong.
Wow.
A C. Thomas Howell movie called Beast Mode.
Dope.
Yeah.
Wow.
A sweet Jackie Chan compilation of 4 films.
Films.
And Most Wanted 10 action movies. All from Dollar Tree. So hit them up and get some compilations. And then I got this film from a place called Trauma.
Wow.
I don't know if you guys heard of it. So.
That's a great one.
And then I got a few records.
Okay.
I got Styx's Edge of the Century.
Cool.
If you've heard of this album, this is the one when Tommy Shaw left the band to be in Damn Yankees.
Yeah.
And it was probably not well received, but it's super, super hard to find. And since I like Styx because they're awesome, I don't want to hear anybody shit about Styx.
No, I'm cool with
I
Styx.
figured I'd pick it up. But yeah, like I had been looking for that for years. And like I visit all these really nice record stores. And one of the things I always do is flip through the Styx section going, I know they're not going to have it. They're not going to have it. And then my buddy who sells online, who lives by me, posts it one day on sale. And I'm like, how long have you had this? He's like, I don't know. Because he used to run a record store and I never saw it at the record store. But yep, finally found it.
What year is that? Is that like late 80s?
1990. So,
yeah, I love that stuff. Like when you find like, I don't know, Rush's Presto or like the Yes album that came out in 1990. You're like, oh shit, cool.
Just super impossible to find. So
yeah.
Super cool.
I got on clearance Black Christmas soundtrack.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. So,
wow.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
I had an alert for this. This is the one album I didn't have from the Ataris. This is their like 2006 or 7 album. They only made like 1,000 of these. So I'm really happy to finally find a copy because there are no copies for sale online right now. Again, so I'm really happy. This band that does some music.
Yes.
A nice reissue. Sabotage.
Hell yeah.
So I picked this up from a local store. Again, like they're getting hard to find original pressings, but I sometimes get suckered into a reissue because why wouldn't I?
Yeah, do it. Go for it.
So sick. I love
And then
that.
one of my favorite garages to visit, I visited again and found some cool stuff. I got the weird Fatal Attraction soundtrack.
Wow.
Now this is not the like big name Fatal Attraction. This is the Sally Kellerman and John Huston Fatal Attraction.
The more popular one, obviously.
Yeah. So like I found it and I'm like, I have no idea what's on the soundtrack, but it was sealed and I'm like, well, I've got to like roll the dice on this. So
yeah, it's worth more because it's sealed.
Yeah.
And then he had another soundtrack and I'm like, fine, I'll get it.
Yes.
Major League soundtrack, which just looks amazing, and it's got a Wild Thing on it. So
yeah, which
wrong.
is by X.
Yep.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
Shout out to X.
And I mean, this is 1989, so definitely not when they were focusing on vinyl.
Late release.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I picked up first pressing.
Oh hell yeah.
So
Fuck,
looking for
fuck you.
That record fucks.
Yeah. So like I've been looking for a nice clean first pressing of this too, because I mean, why would I get like a repress, like an amateur or a new pressing? Fuck new pressings when you can get an original. Not really, but
yeah. You're a Taylor Swift fan if you got a new pressing.
Yeah. Fuck that. And then I on Monday I had day off because I work in education and we take every holiday off that we can.
Perfect.
But thank you, I'm okay. I stopped into my local store with my son, and immediately I walked in and I saw this record and I'm like, well, shit, that looks original. So I'm gonna wander through the store and pretend like I'm gonna find something else, and then I'm gonna go back and make sure and look at that and buy it and make a really poor decision. And so I did.
Oh damn!
So this is a first pressing club version. So there's three first pressings. They all came out in 1983, but this is the club version. So it's got like a brown label on the record, but got a little bit of wear. But the record itself is stone cold, like really, really clean. So
John
really
Carpenter was
looking
like
forward to this.
made the coolest soundtracks, and then they didn't release them. Like that came out in 83. Like
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. I looked at it. I'm like, well, 83. Well, what's the deal? And I look it up, and I'm like, okay, that's when they all came out.
yeah, they
I
just
hadn't
slacked
realized
on it.
but I checked the matrices and everything. But this is technically a record club pressing, but like I'm sure they used the same stampers because they couldn't
Probably,
make
yeah.
that many in 83. But that one's common. So if you see it for
Dude.
a good price.
I just like how no one thought to like put the most iconic music like ever being made for films onto wax like until like
It
5
took
years later.
5 years for that to come out. And that's why I was like, I literally like looked at it and like was checking discogs because I'm like, I'm trying to figure out if this is original, because sometimes they put stuff up and like it's like a second pressing or a third press, but it's still valuable. So like it was on like the feature wall. So I'm like, I was like, do you know if this is a first pressing? They're like, I don't know. I'm like, okay.
Then they're like, oh, we're gonna raise the price now.
No,
it is.
they cut me a deal. I go in there a lot. So
Nice.
but yeah, so I was really happy to pick that up and pretend that I, didn't buy anything for myself. So
All right.
Yeah.
You're a selfless man.
Yeah, I mean, I was with the Air, and then
That's
I
what-
left and I had the Halloween record.
It's a family thing, a family purchase.
I mean, I kind of left him there, but I got the Halloween record. No.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good trade. And you got
Yeah,
that Scream
so-
3.
Yeah, well, again, you haven't seen him yet, so
Yeah.
roll the dice. But
Nice.
no, like as soon as I saw it, I'm like, short of this costing me like a mortgage payment, I'm probably going to leave with it because I'll never see another one in the store again, and if I do, it's going to be more expensive. So, Alec,
Chris, you got any non-LDs?
I just got a couple of Blu-rays.
Cool.
Nothing too hot. I picked this up before the last podcast, but Blu-ray The French Dispatch.
Ah,
Nice.
Holding it now, and I'm thinking maybe I put it back in there. Wes Anderson made an anthology movie. I liked the first of the 3 big long chunks of it. The rest of it I was just kind of like an autopilot for. It was like, lacked a little bit of self-awareness and its quirkiness.
how
My
many
buddy
aspect
who I-
ratios though? Like 12 aspect ratios? Or?
It bounces between scope widescreen, color, black
Yeah.
and white, 4:3. I just watching it was an irritating technical experience. I don't. It's
Okay.
fine. My buddy who I watched it with is like, dude, I've thought about it every day since I saw it in the theaters, and I'm like,
Wow.
dude, I'm not gonna think about this tomorrow, unfortunately.
I'm impressed you remembered to show it.
Yeah, you know what? It was just in my stack because right on top of it was the home video release of the year.
Halloween
It already
Kills.
peaked in January. It's
Dune.
Dune Part 1.
is that the 4K or the 3D?
This
Fork.
this is the 4K Blu-ray. It's the standard. It's not a fancy one.
I tried to get the
Um,
Steelbook from Best Buy, but it sold out like
Oh, yeah,
instantly.
no.
Yeah.
Dune heads are nuts.
Yeah. Dune heads.
Yeah, Dune. Listen, there are Dune fanatics, and then there are Dune 2021 fanatics.
Can we call them
And
Dune
people-
nuts? Like donuts? Like Dune
Yeah,
nuts?
sure.
All right,
Dune
cool.
nuts, perfect. I saw this movie in the theaters 3 times in IMAX, 2K digital Xenon. I loved it. It's a work unto itself. It's ambitious. It's fun. They didn't put the IMAX scenes in the 4K Blu-ray, which is fine. The movie
Not
was
even as a bonus.
perfectly-
It'd be cool.
Nope,
bonus
not
feature,
even as a
right?
bonus. No.
That would,
I mean, the whole movie was shot digitally. they did this weird thing where they decided they wanted the texture of film, so they like laser printed the whole movie out to a film negative, and then they scanned it back in. And I can see you, Luke, yawning, so I'm gonna move on. But it's a very beautiful movie.
He likes
Very nice
technical
4K
things.
disc, and very, very nice Dolby Digital soundtrack.
Is it 7.1 or?
It's Dolby Atmos.
Oh yeah.
So it's
85.1.
object oriented.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a 5.1 setup. I'm old fashioned.
No,
If
I'm with
it's
you.
broke, don't fix it. And also my room has a big hole in the middle, so I don't know.
Perfect space for a giant speaker.
Yes.
No, my sister would die, and then I'd have to bury her, and that would be very uncomfortable for my
Yeah, don't
family.
kill
You
your
can
The
just
sister.
risk
Sell
risk that
her.
would cause. Couple of months ago.
Is this a
Best
true
Buy-
crime podcast now?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Nice. I went to
Couple of
school
months
with the
ago.
princess. Naomi Rose.
Really?
Yeah. My band played Sanitarium, Welcome Home Sanitarium, on the same show she did. I don't know, one of her like Broadway numbers or whatever at the talent
That
show.
rocks.
Wow.
So I shared the same stage with the princess.
I love this. It's great. Great info.
Yeah,
In,
we went to
like-
school since like kindergarten together.
Wow.
That kind of rocks, actually. Small world.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find I'll try and find a yearbook picture. Maybe I
Yeah,
can put
please,
our
let's
yearbook
do it.
pictures.
Just like
in.
superimpose it
On
and
the
just like
Wolfpack
Yep.
podcast.
replace all of my dialogue with just like boat horns.
I
Yeah.
look like an idiot in mine, so you're gonna love it.
Oh.
Well, anyways, Best Buy had a sale on some Disney 4Ks. This was like $10. I
Nice.
picked it up. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
The last major Disney 2D animated feature. I say that because they made one more after, but Winnie the Pooh's like 65 minutes long, so it's barely feature length. And then I got the home video release of the Mitchells versus the Machines,
Oh yeah.
which I didn't really have a whole lot of interest in the movie. I didn't watch it when it was on Netflix, but a couple of people were buzzing in my ears about it. They're like, "Oh, you got to check this out. You got to check this out." And I looked, and Netflix has the home distribution rights to this, and Netflix hates home video.
Yeah, they do.
So I saw this. Amazon didn't have any copies for sale. It was a third-party seller marketing through Amazon. I was like, I suspect this is going to be one of those movies that just kind of quietly disappears. And then in 5 years, everyone's whining, "Oh, this is out of print. This is out of print. Oh, I didn't buy Hot Rod in time."
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful movie. I enjoyed it. It's good. I don't know what else to say about it.
Is that the one with the cool faux Criterion menus?
Yeah,
or-
it's got, well, the packaging's pretty standard.
Yeah.
But the Blu-ray menus openly kind of poke fun at how self-serious Criterion Blu-rays are.
That's
It's
great.
kind of neat.
Well,
Good extras.
the movie, the girl wants to be a filmmaker, right? So
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got. Again, it's gonna kind of be a trickle until I just paid for a grad course. I gotta finish my master's, so it's like
take care of business.
gotta pay for that instead of buying movies. So I'll pick up eventually when I get
You'll
my
make
master's.
bad decisions later.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, bad decisions. I'm not eating the Blu-rays.
Have you tried it?
Yeah, give it a
Have
shot.
you?
I'll plead.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's real good.
All
You
right.
got anything, Max?
I am sans things that are not LaserDisc.
It's okay. Well, it'll be a shorter show and make up
Yeah.
for all the time I wasted. What about Luke?
All right, I've got a ton. So just strap in, everybody. No,
Wow.
Oh,
I don't.
Uh-oh.
I don't have a ton. All right, the very
the boat
first thing-
noise.
Okay, you know what? I actually know that boat noise very well, and I
You don't want to hear more of
anyone
it.
do
wanna
it
hear
with
more.
iteration?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good
Did
at
anyone
that.
get accurately close to the sound? or-
It is pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
God, I hope your boat sounds just like me. There's just some dude up in a
Yes.
in a
All
cabinet.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's not get my PTSD going. Here we go. So the first thing I want to talk about is our good friend, Mr. Chris Howler, sent me a nice
Yay.
package a while ago. I don't even know how to start the story. So back when I was in high school, I thought the Dreamcast was the coolest system ever. You know, it's
Soul
so-
Calibur.
yeah. So
Shenmue.
you have the Sega Saturn. Howler, I need your help, and he's leaving. And there he goes.
He's gonna
Sega
come back with
Saturn-
like a pile of Dreamcasts.
Oh, here we go. Here we
Yep.
go. Yeah. So the Sega Saturn is basically the N6, no, the like the PlayStation or the N64, right? Howler, you there? Hello? Hello? Help me out, bro.
Sorry,
One time need to
I
hear you.
muted myself because I didn't want to find myself interrupting you. You growled at me last time, so I was trying to give you space.
I'm gonna keep that little growling
So-
bit.
Yeah.
Okay. I've always loved the Dreamcast. And one of the things I loved about it, like I'm talking in 98, was the idea that you could burn discs. That idea was just so exciting to me. Like, holy shit, you can burn a disc and you can play it on your Dream. Like, that is so fucking cool. Even like the advent of CD burners, one of my fondest memories was when in college around 2000-ish, I was like, I have money. I can go buy a CD burner and I can make my own CD. Like, I was like legitimately excited, you know? So anyway, I've always wanted some of these burned discs, and our good friend Chris Howler sent me a fucking fat ass stack. Fat ass stack.
Yeah, I kind of forgot to do this for a while. So
It's okay,
go big or
Howard.
go home.
We don't need to talk about that.
I know, and I'm saying that's why I went over.
Okay.
So
let me finish my story. Let me finish my sad story here. So he also sent me
and then I'll talk about the
sent me a sweet controller
Nice.
with the sweet memory stick. I was very, very excited about that. So the sad part of my story is, so I have two Dreamcasts that I got from Japan, and I think the last time I played it was in Japan, and a buddy of mine came over and we had some drinks and we're playing fucking Crazy Taxi all night. It was cool, great times. So in my mind, I'm like, I have a Dreamcast that works. I'm sure you filled in the blanks here. It comes in, I power it up. It does not work. I have two of them. One, and it doesn't recognize the controller. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I have two. One works, one doesn't. I find the other one, and the other one recognizes the controller, but it doesn't read the discs. So I'm just so frustrated because I had this bad. Come on, this is my dream since '98 to have burned discs. And
did you replace the loading belt?
Yeah,
there's no loading belts.
Put some white lithium grease in it.
I am going to crack it open whenever I have the patience and energy and see what I can do. And Howler has been helping me, and we'll see what happens. But
if you can't get yours to work and you don't want to buy one, I will send you one. I have literally 5 Sega Dreamcast consoles.
Jesus Christ, man.
Well, I was gonna send you a letter explaining why I love the Dreamcast so much with that package, but I figured
no, we're on the same page. It's basically like the GameCube, and the GameCube was just amazing. Like, it was the portability of it, and just I remember carrying that around with me. It was like, oh man, I've got it. I just play it. It's just, anyway, I was super excited and then immediately super bummed. So that was very sad.
If it makes you feel any better, Luke, this Dreamcast is dead completely. 3 of my other 4 just won't read burn discs at all. What happens is these were really, really unique consoles. They read their own format of CDs called the GD-ROM, and they were very fucking Japanese. They had built-in support for the karaoke CD format called MIL CD. And that is why you could just burn CDs for the Dreamcast. There was an exploit in the hardware that they could trigger through the karaoke setup. And it turns out that decades of running CDRs on this thing have basically worn out an entire generation of Dreamcasts. Mm-hmm. They're just fucking done. It stresses the laser out a lot more than it does running a standard pressed Dreamcast disc.
So you're saying these burn discs are actually going to kill the Dreamcast?
Yeah, quicker.
Well, at this point,
so enjoy them while you got them.
Okay.
So what's going to happen with every disc reading thing is that they're all going to fucking die anyways.
Right. I heard that everything dies eventually.
Yeah.
Yes, life ends. Much shorter for the Dreamcast. I mean,
except for Yanni, he never dies.
Yanni never dies.
He's still. I hear he's still playing at the Acropolis. To this day.
He's still right there right now.
all right. I've got more.
What else you got, Luke?
I want to talk about the Dreamcast.
No, that's fine.
That's the other podcast.
Different podcast.
Yeah.
Save the Dreamcast podcast. All right. I have some records here, and I don't know. Look, I'm going to start with this. So I'm a big fan of the band Pavement, and
okay.
Yeah, like back in high school, I bought Wowie Zowie when it originally came out, and just like, oh my God, this is great. slacker rock, they've been called. You know, Howler, I'm talking specifically to you. So I bought the 7-inch of Trigger Cuts. This is from their first album, Slanted and Enchanted. Anyway, nobody cares. But
Cool.
it's a great. I used to be really big into 7 inches, like back in Denver. Just I don't know. I
got a stack of Flexi this. I'm gonna send you Flexi.
That'd be great. I would love it.
Yeah,
Next one, another 7-inch I've got. I bought this last Friday. We went up to Camp Pendleton, which is about an hour away from us, and there was a little record store up there, and I bought this Merzbow record, or Merzbow.
Ah, nice.
He is a very, very prolific noise artist from Japan. I saw him, I want to say 3 times when I was in Japan. I got him to sign something. I saw him in a very small venue. He's just a noise artist. He has a huge like table almost of just every crazy thing you can imagine. It was intense. But I love Merzbow. I call him Merzbow, whatever I call it.
Yeah, we say, was it Merzbow? I think I said
Merzbow.
You got me second guessing myself.
I think it's really Merzbow.
Actually, I do say Merzbow. Yeah, you're right.
I've been saying Merz. I don't give a shit. Anyway, it's a nice blue vinyl.
I mean, you met him. You should know.
I said, oh, konnichiwa. Hey, what's up?
And he's like, Merzbow.
This was during his time where he was like into sexual stuff. So it's called Neo Orgasm, which is
kinky.
And then after this phase, he got into like, he's a big vegan, and it's like a lot of vegan stuff. I highly recommend Merzbow. Like, it's noise. Like, it is straight noise, but he makes, look him up on Discogs. So he was on, what's the big metal label?
Metal Blade?
Southern Lord?
No, not Southern
Relapse.
Lord. Relapse. He had like an album on Relapse back in the late 90s. A few of them. Fucking incredible. All right. Like, I could not have been more like starstruck when I met that guy. And
yeah, dude.
I was like, oh my God, I'm a huge, like, I've been listening to this guy play this noise since I was a teenager. And I love you. I love you, Japanese guy. Next one, this I found in the same record store, and Ryan, heads up, I found this one.
Oh, nice.
This is the original press of Adventure. So Marquee Moon is like a great album, but Adventure is a really, really good album. It's not as good as Marquee Moon. Howler, I'm talking to you again. Marquee Moon is just like, holy shit, is that a good album? But Adventure is good as well. I put this on, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna listen to this again immediately. It's so good. There you go. So yeah, funny because at my record store down the street, they did have a Marquee Moon. Somebody like sold it to, I saw the guy sell it to them. I'm like, hey, what do you want for that? Yeah, I don't know. And I said, can I look at it? And it was like warped to shit. And it was like a weird bubble, like the inner, it was a weird warp too, like bubbled in the center kind of thing.
It's one of those ones you send to me and I try and fix them, but I can't.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I gotta send some back to you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
What? Oh, another one. This is an older one. I don't think I showed this yet, but this is
Sufjan Stevens, or yeah.
How do you say his name? Anyway, this is an original press of Illinois. This is when he came out with 2 records. There's one record about all of Michigan, and then one record about all of Illinois, and it's called Come On Feel the Illinois. But this is interesting because this has the sticker on it. So underneath this sticker is a picture of Superman. And then they got some cease and desist order and said, hey, you can't do that, because Superman was created in Illinois. And so they slapped the sticker on, and this is an incredible album. Like, holy shit. Holler, I'm talking to you. This is an incredible, very emotional, very indie rock like Holler likes. And it's really good.
And what we got? Capone, and what's the goat?
Oh, let's see.
The Illinois goat?
Cubs curse. The goat.
Oh, the goat, yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
Bottom corner. Yep.
Yeah.
And the balloons. The balloons.
Yeah, everyone knows
balloons are for
balloons in Illinois.
The Rockford Balloons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we've got
That's my favorite team.
League of Their Own. That's my town.
Okay, 2 more. So this is a funny story just to talk about my and all of our collector weird habits. I was up by the record store up at it's an hour away by Camp, whatever I just said.
Camp David.
No, not Camp David.
Pendleton.
Pendleton, there you go.
Camp Crystal Lake.
So it's an hour away, and I went to this record store, and it was like one of those record stores you look, and then I don't know, like it's just I can't find anything. I'm leaving. Fuck this place. Because if not, I'll just keep digging until I find something, and I need to go. So this record, I don't like the cover, and so I that was my first thing. I'm like, I've never liked this cover. But this is Jim O'Rourke's Insignificance. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Remember? So this is a guy that I'm also a big fan of, since he's an experimental artist. He lives in Japan. He's an American guy. He was another band. You guys don't care. But anyway, so the story is I found this, I saw it, and I kind of like browsed through it. Whatever. Actually, our friend Brendan works for his brother works for the label Drag City, and they put out this record, and I contacted him and said, hey, is that record rare? Like, is that out of print? He's like, oh, well, we haven't put it back in print, whatever, but it goes for crazy money on Discogs, or at least like 3 times the amount they wanted. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go back and get that. I gotta go. And so on Tuesday, I drove an hour up there, and they were fucking closed. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, that's a kick in the balls.
Yeah. And it had a sign on the door that said COVID hours open, not open on Tuesday. I'm like, oh my God. And I had to drive all the way back, drive another hour back. And I went today before the podcast. I just drove up right after work, walked straight in, bought it, and got out of there and drove home. Nice. Like 2 hours. I'm like, my wife thought it was, she's, supports my craziness, and I'm like, oh, that's great, you found it. I was like, no, it's fucking stupid. Like, I
think you need a new hobby.
Yeah. Anyway, so the important movie, and it's called Insignificance. It is named after the movie.
Okay.
Nicholas Roeg made, and he has 2 other albums that are named after Nicholas Roeg movies. Nicholas Roeg being the guy that made
Walkabout.
And then the David Bowie movie, The Man Who Fell to Earth. Yeah, Jim O'Rourke put out an album called The Visitor, which I guess is in that's part of it. But he has 2 other ones called Eureka, which is another one, and then another one. Oh, I forget what it was. But there's a 3rd one that's from a Nicholas Roeg.
Cool.
Anyway. Last one. So I play the record store every Friday. I did it today, like after I drove back an hour.
Wow.
From the record store. I went straight to the record store, played my set, and then came here to do the podcast. Yeah, you know what? I'm fucking professional right here. But I put no thought into what I was playing. I picked up, this came in the mail, and I'm just like, I'm gonna play this, and that's it. One record only, and that record is Dope Smoker, baby.
Yeah, Matt Pike.
Matt Pike. Howler, I'm talking to you. Matt Pike is the guitar player who made this incredible album. It's Dope Smoker. It's on 3 sides of the record. It's an hour long. So I have 2 turntables, so I had to play side A and then side C and then back to side B. No one noticed. If you know the album, no one cares. But yeah, it was fun to play this over the hipsters trying to say, oh, this is so cool. Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, they're listening to Sleep.
Yeah.
Which is actually cool.
Yeah. It's an hour long. I played the whole thing, and it's like a marathon. It's like I'm into it. Oh wait, okay, is it over yet? Okay, I'm back into it. And I got this. There's multiple pressings of it, and I like this cover with the Dune-esque, what have you, or whatever.
Yeah, do you have the alternate version? Was it Jerusalem, or what's the name of the other version?
I forget. I think it is Jerusalem.
Yeah.
But I don't like the cover. I found, I wanted a cool color pressing, so I got the Sativa one. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you're writing all this down, Howler. Like
that's why he's looking down right now. He's just
he's got a notepad right now.
Yeah.
He's just writing down his list of things he hates about you. Oh, he's playing Dreamcast.
Oh my goodness.
Is it time to talk about Dreamcast finally?
No. That's the next podcast.
You're going to talk about the power of VR graphics?
When this one's done, just stick around in the chat, and then the gaming podcast begins.
Yeah.
Nobody will listen.
My internet will suddenly go bad again.
Whoa.
Yeah. Rats.
Yeah, another white dude running a gaming podcast.
Yeah. Hey, that's what you need. All right. So was that it?
That's it. I'm pretty
All
sure.
right, let's.
Good. That was good.
Yeah, nice pickups, everybody. Even Max, we liked your pickups in like spirit.
Thanks.
It's the
Yeah.
thought that counts.
Thanks.
I just put up some like photos of stuff you didn't get, just to
Yeah. Oh,
pad
cool.
the stats.
Sounds
Yeah.
good. Sounds good.
Cool.
I like that.
All right, let's do the non-LD pickup spotlight or something that you watch, maybe streamed or whatever, something non-LD that you recommend. I did a bunch of streaming stuff. The Grand Tour France episode I watched on Amazon Prime, and more skate stuff. I always watch a skateboard podcast like we talked about. I watched the family documentary on Netflix, which is a couple of years old, but I did finally watch freaking Cobra Kai season 4.
Yes,
So
yes.
I mean, I know I'm a little late to the game, a couple of weeks behind on that, but yeah, I obviously recommend that. So I'm psyched now because I got the Karate Kid triple pack. So my wife hasn't seen 2 or 3. So we're just going to marathon, all 3 films. And then she said, all right, I'll watch Cobra Kai. So
Yes.
What about the next Karate Kid? Is that in the box?
I mean, it's not in the box set, but it is part of the Miyagi verse. They've made great pains to state that Hilary Swank may appear in the series at some point. So.
Why wouldn't she? I mean,
I mean, she is the next one that would, right?
Yeah. So
Logic,
there's a lot of great stuff in season 4. So some cool, like deep, like metal nerd stuff. Like Stingray mentions Exodus is bonded by blood specifically in one episode. I thought that was great. It was cool. I like that the tournament took up 2 episodes.
Yes.
So that was really fun. And it was a blast. Lots of new characters, and the old characters are still cool. And so I guess the deal was I had to watch the first season as an assignment for a radio show. And so I binged that whole thing like quickly. So she wasn't able to watch it with me, and then kind of like peripherally caught a couple episodes, including the season finale. And she was so mad that Martin Cove showed up. She's like, Kreese is just going to come and ruin the show and turn Johnny into an asshole again. And she's like, I don't want to watch the show. It bummed her vibe. It harshed her vibe. So I'm like, no, you're going to love it. So I was like, no, Johnny's still the man. Don't worry about it. You're going to dig it. So So, I mean, everyone's already seen it. It's the biggest show ever, but
That's
watch
right.
Cobra Kai.
I have not seen season 4 yet. I have not.
Oh, you haven't?
Watch it.
I just assumed you were ahead of me.
No.
Wow.
Watch that shit. It's so good.
Yeah. It's only 10 episodes? You can do it.
I think it's
I watched it too fast.
Yeah, I have a 5-year-old. Okay, just gonna put that out there.
5-year-olds equals that's a fun thing about the show too, is it's kind of self-aware, like how insane like this this valley situation is. All these kids are having karate fights like all the time, and like one season they have like a school karate brawl, and it's just completely over the top.
Yeah, I do like the self-awareness one. Like I did watch the first episode, I think, of season 4, where he's like, I was like,
oh yeah, forced to torture a teenager.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. He's like,
and
what?
The main thing is like all of it, it's like over a karate tournament.
Yeah.
It's not like it's kind of silly.
Life or death. You ruin people's lives. Yeah. It's great. Yeah, lots of good Kreese stuff. Terry Silver, as Luke was just mentioning, from Karate Kid 3 appears in it, and it's just fun. Yeah, look forward to season. I guess they shot season 5 already, so
I believe it.
It might actually show up like this year, so it'll be pretty quick. Yeah, 1-2 punch. So yeah, team Eagle Fang all the way.
Right? Yeah.
Bite like an eagle.
Yeah.
What do you got, Ryan?
So I finally caught up on the Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, dude.
Little slow, but
Any Trejo in there, right?
Got some Trejo, which he just kind of showed up and was like an extra, basically.
Space machete. Yep.
I really do enjoy Matthew Berry as the protocol droid, like just little nugget. And then
Matt Berry, man.
I know you can't go wrong.
Yep.
And then on top of that, we got to see like a skiff bike, like I don't even know what they're called. Like
the speed
they're not
bike?
quite like. Do you know what they're called?
I haven't seen the show yet.
Oh, you haven't seen it all?
No.
Okay, so there's a bike scene where you got these cool like hover bikes racing through. I think it's Mos Espa. So
Right.
I've enjoyed it. It's definitely slower and a lot more political than I expected. I expected like action and like, you know, standoffs and fights, and it's totally like flashbacks and world building. I'm like, oh man,
Is it ye old woke culture ass wagons?
No, not really.
Okay, good.
I
You said
mean,
political, so I thought it was
No. Like he's
Woke-
in the
woke ass
politics
wagons.
of running the Hut's business, and like, and it's interesting because like I did not expect it, but it's good and it's nice world building. And Luke
Okay.
probably hates it, but you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Luke, you hate it?
Yeah, I hate it. It wasn't great.
And then I did watch one thing. Are we at the recommendations? Are we recommending?
Yeah, it's a recommendation. Yeah.
Good. I did watch the TC 2000 Vinegar Syndrome.
That's Blankstastic.
And let me just say, like, not only do you have Billy Blanks eating up real estate, but you get to see an ultimate showdown between Bolo and Matthias Hughes. So you've got Bolo, who's a monster and always a bad guy, except for in this movie. And you've got Matthias Hughes, who is a bad guy. And they like have their own showdown in this beautiful Blu-ray scan of two dudes just pounding meat together. And it's great.
You had me
And
at
then
two
you got
dudes and
Billy
meat.
Blanks with his like amazing
Pounding.
like flat top, but it goes out first before, and he's just fighting shirtless the whole time. So like
Incredible.
it's a perfect amount of just fighting, and the plot's just garbage, and I don't even care. And it's not sold out yet, so get it before it sells out, because it will sell out, because all of these sell out and they don't make them again. Like they might do, like there's rumors that like some of these might show up in a box set or something, but who knows? I doubt it. Or they're gonna lose the rights, and then you're gonna get some crappy like third-party
Jabroni
scan
company.
that
Yeah.
sucks ass. So get it before it runs out. So yeah, Howard.
Let's see. I watched the Book of Boba Fett too.
Oh, whoa! You bought your kid back from the pawn shop.
I have emanated the air.
Hey there.
Hi.
Hi. What's he been watching? Anything good?
What have you been watching on TV?
Gummy bear.
You've been
Oh,
watching
Gummy
that
Bears.
Gummy bear song. Don't even YouTube it.
And
It's-
the
Gummy
gummy bear
bears
shows his butt.
Bouncing here and there and
The
everywhere.
gummy bear shows his butt.
Yeah.
Life's adventure that's
Oh,
without
no, that's-
compare.
That's
They are the
Gummy
gummy
Great for
bears.
me.
no,
Yeah.
It's
I don't
like
know
some
if I can
German
handle
techno
things
thing.
with butts.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Und das Gummy Bears. Und.
That's a good rate. I like that.
All right, go see
Speaking
mine.
of which, I just saw what Chippendale Rescue Rangers coming to like a Blu-ray set like soon. They just announced it.
Yeah, and it's like a good restoration, not like just like a
Movie
480p.
club exclusive.
Yeah. Maybe. Is it Movie Club exclusives or
I don't-
either way? I'm in it, so I'll get it.
Nice.
You,
All right,
you were
so-
in Chippendale's Rescue Rangers?
No, I'm in the movie club. I'm also
You're
a
the
Chippendale,
Chippendale, yeah.
animated within Chippendales.
Yeah.
Rescue
And
Rangers.
you are a stripper, right? And you
Yeah,
just-
so I was animated in my stripper outfit in the show, so it's really complicated.
Yeah, you shouldn't just say stuff like that. There's some
Sorry, yeah.
unpacking to be done.
I need to really kind of explain the details.
If,
All right, Chris, what
if
do you
that's
watch?
A movie club excuse. exclusive,
Let's
give me one.
see. I've also watched Book of Boba Fett. It's
Boba Boba?
fine. It's like the definition of just like towing the line. They needed to put more Star Wars out. There's more Star Wars. There's some things I like, some things I don't. It's fine. It's whatever. I'm not.
I think we're gonna
giving
get
it a
big,
glowing
like,
endorsement.
I think we're gonna get like a big battle for like the last episode or two, though. I think
Yeah,
the
you
building
know,
is gonna
well,
be big.
I'll come back. I'll come back to the podcast nebulously at some point after it finishes and give my final verdict. But right now, it's just like, all right, it's more Star Wars. Let's see. I'm watching Succession. Succession is very good.
Vinny's happy.
It's a Vinny endorsed pick. It really is some of the sharpest writing on television. It's very dense. You have to very much pay attention to it. It's not a casual program, but it's good. It's interesting. I'm sort of trying to keep up with Star Trek Discovery.
Okay.
Star Trek Discovery's fine too. Again, there's just not a lot of really I'm not excited.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Like
where's the
most of the
recommendation here? We need a recommendation.
I'm not really excited by any
Okay.
of the TV that I'm watching. It's more just like I started this stuff. I ought to keep going on it, I suppose. I saw The Power of the Dog. I watched the new Netflix
There
movie,
you
The
go.
Power of the Dog.
My grandma's watching it.
Nice.
Again, your grandma and I, we should be friends, I guess.
Yeah,
it's
she
good.
liked Dune, right?
That movie is excellent. It answers the question.
Chris, the boys, Max's grandma.
Yep.
Boom.
The
She's
boys do
blind,
not
you'll
watch.
you'll have to have descriptive audio because she cannot see any.
She is totally blind.
You have to describe the boys. to
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, The Power of the Dog was really good. It's basically Benedict Cumberbatch decides he doesn't like his brother's wife and decides to spend the entire movie psychologically torturing her. It's very strange.
It's like Terry Silver.
It's very intense. It's good. Well constructed movie. I saw The Matrix Resurrections. Man, that movie's fucking awesome. How could you guys not like The Matrix Resurrections?
So
still
how
haven't
much
watched
do you
it.
love Harry Potter then?
I mean, I like Harry Potter. I don't know.
Because it was just like so Harry Potter.
How was it Harry Potter? There was no Harry Potter in that movie. That was straight up. That was just a straight shot of Matrix to the veins, baby.
All right, I guess I gotta
was
watch
like
this
a
thing.
big soap opera love story set against a scathing criticism of Hollywood movie making, which I thought was hilarious. Yeah, the action kind of sucks, but man, if you thought that movie, the only thing that was interesting about The Matrix was the action, don't watch this movie.
But that's why you watched the first one.
Yeah, but that's not why you watch the second or the third one. The second
No,
one,
I just don't watch the second or the third one.
yeah. Again, if you liked what
They
if
made
you
one of them.
liked, if you liked
Yeah.
bits and pieces
Just
of
one.
2
There's
and
only one on
3,
LaserDisc.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
yes, if you like
And it's
bits
a grill.
of 2 and 3, you will enjoy the
Matrix is on
Resurrections.
LaserDisc? I didn't know that.
Dude, eBay it.
I think it's better than the third Matrix by a significant margin. I think it's probably a better movie than the second Matrix 2.
This pile of shit
But,
is better than this pile of shit.
But hey, it sounds like
think
you had
it's
2
deeply
recommendations.
interesting.
That's a
I think
recommendation.
I think it's deeply interesting. I don't think I'm gonna like sit up and think about it late at night. But man, I had a good time. I took 3 breaks to like make coffee and kind of just like process what the fuck was happening. And then I was like, yeah, straight into my veins when it ended. But you know what? I don't think they need to make another one. I think we can put the Matrix to
We're
bed.
good.
There is nothing left.
Yeah, we're
On
good.
the bones of the Matrix. They had a couple of scraps of interesting that they scraped up, but like
Matrix
you know,
resin.
you probably could have also just spent $190 million making like 6 other movies, and I would have been twice as happy with it. Like it's kind of like watching Toy Story 4, except Toy Story 4 is actually good. The Matrix is just interesting good.
All right.
Like I'm of the mindset if a movie's interesting, it's more worthwhile than like if a movie's like bland. The Matrix Resurrection isn't bland. Is my pitch.
Sounds like you had a fun
That's
time
okay.
regardless.
That's okay, Max. We don't
Yeah.
have to agree. I will still respect you.
All right,
I don't
Max,
expect anyone to respect me. So
we respect you.
You watched Evil Dead. You did
Yeah.
something good here.
that movie's good.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
you're
is.
moving on.
I had
Yes.
way more fun with Evil Dead.
What about Predator?
Yeah. Get
Again,
back to Predator.
I mean,
back
Evil
on
Dead
that
is
shit
more
someday.
important.
Just
Yeah.
set your alarm tomorrow when you wake up, or
Yeah.
8
I have to go
a.m.
eat breakfast with my parents tomorrow. I don't have time for the.
Okay,
Take
after,
them to watch
after
Predator.
parents'
Yeah.
breakfast.
Parents love Predator movies.
Predator.
Predator.
No.
Bring them over for breakfast and Predator.
No.
Just make sure you don't have that crappy jacket Predator too.
Yeah, I know.
I don't even own Predator 2.
Well,
We can fix that.
yeah.
I
You got any recommendations, Max?
Yeah, so I went and used my AAA discount movie tickets and saw
Ooh.
Scream.
Oh, you saw the new one.
Saw the new one.
All right.
I really enjoyed that.
Okay.
I thought that it was totally aware of itself
Mhm.
and it made a lot of poking fun at that. And I thought that they like certain things were very obvious. I won't spoil it, but certain
Okay.
things were like obvious because they just lay things out. And then by the end of it, you're like, what? No way. Then
Oh,
they
cool.
kind but it was like a really good turn of events. And they brought all these people back. I was like, yeah, everyone.
And did you watch all the other ones? You've seen 1 through 4?
I have not seen all of them.
I haven't seen 4.
I have not seen 3 or 4.
Okay.
But
2's
I've seen
Three's
yeah.
on
my jam.
I know.
Okay. Just wanted to make
I
sure.
set you up for that, right?
That's why I haven't seen 3 or 4 because I don't have them on LaserDisc. So.
Yeah, it's not
Before
worth
was
it.
on LaserDisc.
Not, but yeah. So yeah, I would definitely say that was a fun time.
Cool.
And worth seeing it. The theater I went to, I went to it on like a Tuesday or Wednesday night. It was dead perfect.
Oh yeah.
Best seats in this movie theater. Like recline. They're big old cushy seats, like sitting in a couch. I love it. And for TV, RuPaul's Drag Race is back.
Oh, okay.
So I'm watching that right when I get home. it's recording, so I'm gonna watch that new episode that's on tonight, Friday nights.
Excellent. Any weird YouTube stuff?
Oh, still watching the Tony Hawk.
Oh, cool.
Kind of
Yeah.
bouncing back to the bad chat a little bit.
Yeah, all right,
Watching
cool.
some, kind of getting back into what he's doing. He's got snow out there. It's a little
All
more
right.
interesting when there's snow.
Yeah.
And old cars.
Nice.
But yeah, that's about it.
All right. What about this Luke character? What do you got for recommendations?
All right, so I finally, got back to the movie theater, which was a lot of fun, and with my daughter, who is 5. So the other week, I don't know if I told you, but we saw Encanto, and she was able to get through it all. It was very exciting. I'm like, oh, there's hope. We can go to the movies.
Yeah.
There's the movie theater on base that is free, which is amazing. And my daughter's like, we want to get a large popcorn for everybody. And I'm like, you know what? We are going to get a large popcorn for everybody. And of course, I'm going to probably eat it all anyway. So fuck it.
You like for everybody in the movie theater?
No. For all 3 of
Say,
us.
she's pretty generous with your money.
Yeah, nice.
Everybody gets popcorn.
Popcorn's on us.
The movie was free, but we will buy.
Daddy says he's getting them for everybody.
No. So anyway, we Encanto, but last week we went to go see the new Spider-Man movie. I've been wanting to. All the nerds at my work are like, "Oh, you haven't seen Spider-Man yet?"
I haven't seen it yet either.
Yeah,
Well,
me neither.
It was 2.5 hours, but it didn't feel like it, so that's good.
Okay.
I would say watch Into the where's that?
Yeah.
Into the Spider-Verse was probably a better movie, but it was fun. It was. I liked the first 2 Spider-Mans. These other ones here, I thought those were really fun. They were like story-wise, it was very clear. This one was kind of muddled, but it was good. I enjoyed it. Anyway, another movie I watched, I finally saw on a red box. I went to the red box. They're finally back open. I love red boxes. Sam, you do not have red boxes by you? Is this?
I probably do, but I just never even pay attention anymore.
Is that like
In
a
7-Eleven, there probably is one.
Yeah,
or
there's
like
probably one.
outside
there's one
your
down the
grocery
street.
store. There's probably a red box.
Yeah, I just tune them right out. Yeah.
So like
Well-
Netflix, but like you have to go somewhere.
Yes, and return it.
Or it's like Netflix.
You
but
can't
it
drop
has
it in the
better
mail and it
movies.
goes back.
Yeah,
No.
Netflix doesn't really do movies.
Drive
really.
it back
Yeah.
to the OG
They
spot.
still do. They
Yeah.
still have the mail order.
And you have to do it by a certain time. So I'm
Yeah,
always like, "Oh, I gotta go."
grandma gets DVDs in the mail from Netflix, by the way. It's still
Nice.
Yeah.
So does
Yeah, that's the real
Spencer, right?
Netflix. Yeah.
Spencer.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Spencer does. Yeah.
uh,
Shout out to Spencer.
so
We know he's watching right now.
Yeah. What's up, Spencer?
unlike you maniacs who just buy movies that you want to watch, like, oh, I'll just fucking buy it.
Yeah, like, you
No,
should buy
come
this.
I actually got that at the Redbox, so that's
Oh,
where
okay.
I saw it. So
Nice.
Yeah.
anyway, I finally watched last night at Soho, the Edgar Wright movie. That movie wasn't great. It wasn't perfect. It had its flaws, but it was really good, and I was thinking about it a lot after it was done.
Okay.
It's basically like his version of a Giallo film. There's a young girl who has these powers that are unexplained, and there's murder involved, and she tries to figure it out. I mean, boom, boom, bam, baby. What else you need? And it's very beautifully shot, and it was really good. I enjoyed it.
I had a
Cool.
good time with that movie too. I'm glad we didn't have to argue about its merits. It's such an interesting movie.
Yeah, it's just really good. I mean,
Yeah.
Edgar Wright. I'm a big fan of Quentin Tarantino and Edgar Wright, and I feel these guys are just, they have style, unlike, and their own style too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish more and they are huge movie buffs. That's another thing. I wish more directors were as huge as movie buffs as they were or are.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. Finish.
The other thing I saw, so we took a little mini vacation up to Camp Pendleton, like I said, and our favorite thing to do in a hotel room is watch trashy TV. So we watched on the E Network. It has a show called
90 Day Fiance.
No, it has about the famous people, Relatively Famous. Oh, it's very fun. They put them on a ranch like that old Paris Hilton show, and it's just it's trash, but it's so much. Yeah, I was like, yes, I want to watch this. I will watch this first. Like Shaq's son is on there.
Okay.
Some wrestler's son is on there. He was like, oh, I don't know if my dad's famous enough. And the one of them was like, oh shit, the guy who did the Ghostbusters theme, his son was on there.
Ray Parker Jr.?
Yeah, his son. So Roy Parker,
the third?
Junior. The third.
It's like, bro, what are you even doing on here?
Oh, it's got Austin Gunn.
Okay.
He's
I don't know. Is that the wrestler?
Billy Gunn. You know,
Trevor is rolling.
You know, Degeneration X.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, that's totally a thing.
Anyway, it's fun.
And
fun
it's got the
trashy
Hoff's
show.
daughter.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Tony Hawk's daughter.
You're missing all the important details.
I'm trying.
I'd heard about this.
We talk about so much shit. It's incredible that I get it.
Yeah, but you missed the Hoff's daughter and
the Hoff.
Austin Gunn. Like, come on.
Who else is on there? You got it up. You've got the
Harry James Thornton. Doesn't matter. Evie.
Eazy-E's daughter. Yeah, that was.
Oh.
And Jasmine Page.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Jamie Page's daughter.
Yeah.
Is it? No.
No, I'm
Lawrence.
just kidding.
Lawrence is your last name.
It's either watch that or like watch Comedy Central that plays The Office nonstop.
Okay.
Which I did.
Watching The Office.
I switched over to The Office.
It's never a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing. Anyway, that's it.
Cool.
That's what I got.
All right. Well, that's some nice recommendations for the kids out there to select from over the next couple of weeks while they wait for the next podcast. All right, let's close things out with what we're spinning next and final thoughts and all that stuff. My wife actually randomly watched the Tab Hunter Confidential documentary.
Wow.
So I'm dragging my Tab Hunter disc. So I'm going to watch Damn Yankees.
Cool.
So we actually referenced Damn Yankees earlier. So yeah.
Yo, now you got to watch Fauxbi Verdon.
Wait, Tab Hunter, was he in Polyester? Was that or am I thinking of something?
Yes, it was like the documentary is great because it talked about how he was, his career was fading, and it's like he got kind of pretty much replaced by Warner Brothers with like Troy Donahue, and they're like, "You're nobody now," and John Waters is like, "You're cool, you should be in my movie," and he's like, not only did he have a great time making out with Divine, he's like, I want to make a Divine movie, and he like ran around town making Lust in the Dust,
right,
and tried to get like someone to make it, and he's like, I'm all in on this whole like Divine thing. So I thought that was cool. But yeah, it was a good documentary. So I'm excited to see Damn Yankees. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. What are you watching, Ryan?
I don't have it on me, but this weekend I'm definitely going to spin the Bat Out of Hell picture disc because it's Michael Bay directed. Probably the best part. No, but
rest in peace, Meat.
Yeah, because I got to watch a little bit of Loaf. I went to spin Bat Out of Hell and realized I didn't have a copy at work today, so I was really bummed.
Yep. How many Loaf discs do you have? Do you think?
What?
How many Loaf discs on LD do you think?
I think there's only 2 or 3. It could be wrong, but I think
you have Spice World.
Oh yeah. Loaf movies, not discs.
Yeah, but like music discs and
Oh yeah, I have Spice World. It's slightly speckly because every copy I think is. Right. And then I got a couple behind me.
Gotta spice up your life, so.
Yeah.
But I guess there's 3 Meatloaf discs, so I'm missing one, so I might have to find it.
Well,
all right.
Let me check for you.
And Michael Bay did like all of it or just some of the videos?
He did all of the ones on the Bat Out of Hell picture show. Like that's where he got his start, was all of the Meatloaf videos from Bat Out of Hell 2, which is ridiculous. Huh. It's like, well, he did Bat Out of Hell. Let's give him fucking Armageddon. Let him blow up shit and do fire in space. Man. They're not gonna know. But no, like it's just classic, and Bat Out of Hell, Bat Out of Hell 2 are just like legendary, and everybody should listen to them if they've never heard of it.
Yeah. Plus, Meat was like, he lived in Connecticut for the longest time, so he's like a local dude to me. Like he did like softball coaching and stuff like that. He was like hardcore Connecticut. So
it's amazing.
Aren't we all though? Aren't we all?
You should come visit, man.
I'll watch this as well. I'm trying to get ready for the new Scream. So
yeah, definitely worth seeing.
good. Glad to hear. So,
yeah,
cool. Haller?
And
what is Boy's gonna watch?
Predator?
No, we are probably going to get together tomorrow and put some time in on Cardcaptor Sakura because I postponed anime night for the podcast.
Do you have all of the 90 episodes then? Like, are you
I've got all
Cardcaptor
4
Sakura
boxes of it
complete?
over here.
Because that's impressive because some of those are late releases too.
They're all late releases.
Yeah. So like not only
Casual
is it
flex.
like anime, it's an anime flex.
First half.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
just
see, there we
finished
go.
the first half, and we just started the third box, which is the latter half.
I mean, it's
Got
not
the whole
as good as Scream
series.
3, but
True.
And I've got both movies, which are 2000 and 2001 releases.
Wow.
They're cheap because nobody gives a shit about anime.
Yeah. So what's Max spending next?
Oh my gosh, I'm going to be spinning something. Yes, I am.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to actually figure out what the hell's on this damn Mitsubishi disc.
Oh yeah.
Because I haven't seen it yet. So
I have one Mitsubishi disc, but it's got like a grayish kind of jacket, and it's
is
all
it
very
for their
great.
TVs?
Yeah, that's the one I have.
I
That
think
one's
I
for
have
their TVs
I
too.
have at least 3 or 4 Mitsubishi discs over and above this one. This one, it says it's 40. It says it's 40-inch direct view television introduction,
Oh yeah. All right.
and it's a demonstration only disc from 1993.
Pretty cool.
Should be interesting. I'm gonna check that out, and I'm definitely not going to watch this monstrosity.
Please don't.
But it's
Love it.
lenticular.
I know.
VHS lenticular.
Literally, I'm gonna size this up. I really think they just copped out and were like, "Hey, can we get away with this?"
Yeah, we should
Like,
probably eBay the
we're gonna put
VHS tape
1,000
and
or
see.
1,500 laser discs. Can we get the extra ones from the VHS? Glue.
Stick it on there.
They should have done that with freaking Jack Frost. Like, what
That
were
would've
they
been epic.
thinking? It's so much over.
The Michael Keaton one, right?
Yeah, that one.
That's the awesome one. What about Luke? What are you spending next?
Probably try to finish up Halloween Kills, but it's just I'll kind of watch
Big
The
John,
Wizard.
Little John.
Gotta watch The Wizard. Gotta watch Rain Man on Super Nintendo.
I hear it's a grail.
It is.
I heard it's called $800 is a good price, and you should buy it.
I screened that at Retro World Expo one year. It was pretty fun. We had a laser screening of that in Double Dragon.
Wow, Double Dragon. That's so sick.
That was a good night. Yeah, had a good time.
What about LaserCon 2017?
Yes. Is that
Dude,
still happening?
Going
LaserCon.
back?
Who was it that was it you that bumped
Yeah, I
that
bumped
thread?
it. Like I was looking for something else and I found that in my search and I'm like, I would be foolish to not bump this.
Yeah.
I forgot it had the actual like lineup of
Yeah.
the events.
I know, it was like happening.
That was before like I knew any of you guys and I was just some schmuck that was finding laser discs in Illinois.
Yeah, you didn't even have a panel or anything. You were just
No, I literally
go.
have just like started finding collections and selling them and hadn't met anybody. So it's fun.
Yeah. Who was it? Like Froelich was gonna do one, and Sean, I think, had an anime panel.
Oh yeah, he did for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna do something. Yeah, it was gonna be fun.
People are gonna fly. People are
Yeah.
gonna fly for that.
I was gonna go. Yeah, I was in. And then it all fell apart.
No, it fell apart.
I was gonna go to one of your swap meets too, but then like death threats started rolling in, and
Oh,
then,
yeah,
like,
that
it
was-
ended.
Buses.
Yeah.
I heard buses were rolling in.
Yeah,
Buses. And then like there was like a Chicago police investigation in Indiana and like
yep.
lots of drama.
That's their jurisdiction.
Wow.
So,
Northern Indiana is part of Chicago.
Yep.
So
yeah, it's good times. Yeah, so I never got to go, but someday I'll come out your way.
yeah, I mean,
It's only fair.
I came out for LaserCon in December, so
2021, yeah. So
2022 is in Illinois.
yeah, it's on me now. All right, sounds good. All right, I think that's is that it? Did we wrap everything up? It seems impossible.
I
It's
know.
not even midnight.
It's
Yeah.
impossible.
I mean, Haller, we got to hold him up for another half hour.
At least.
Yeah.
Is Haller still here? Did he die?
I mean,
No,
I
he's-
just we
I'm
just
here,
cropped
I
him out
think.
of the screen.
I'm here.
All right.
Cool.
I've got 9 minutes on something on eBay I need to win. So
Oh, are you?
yeah. I'm not going to tell you because you fuckers are.
Interesting.
I think Max is
Something
about to.
I too am looking at has.
Is
9
that
minutes.
right? 9 minutes?
Oh no.
You know you've already got it. You've already got it, Max.
No,
Oh,
I
man.
don't. I didn't even put anything on there.
We
you
got to
really-
record this.
You really want that? Because I'll
Yes,
let
I
you
really
have that.
want it.
All right.
Does
I
it,
won't
is
even.
it,
I
does
won't
it
even
have
get
6
involved.
bids? Does it have 6 bids?
It's got 8 bids, Max.
Oh, and then wait a minute. We're on something else.
Down to the wire.
10 seconds.
I didn't
Get
win.
there, Luke.
Man, it's not heating up yet.
Luke's gonna
Confirm
win
it.
it. I'm
here's
willing to-
750.
38 went up. Stop. Come
Yeah,
on.
Get there, get there,
60.
get there.
38.68. I can do it. I can do that.
Yeah, look at you.
You're the highest bidder, baby.
Nice.
Woo!
Yeah.
You win?
Good job.
Yeah, you did.
Congrats.
Hell yeah.